and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, get ready for an entertainment explosion. Get ready for an avalanche of awesomeness. Get ready to go live with your boy. Here he is, Hoodie Jube. And make sure you hit the subscribe button for your chance to win tickets to a live New Orleans Saints football game.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Hoodie Jube, back with another live podcast. And if y'all don't know, y'all will know. There's no YouTube without your boy, Hoodie Jube, y'all. How's my Who Dat Nation doing tonight, man? Me, I'm doing just fine. Just got off of work not too long ago, so I was running a little late, so it sucks. But hey, I'm off tomorrow for the Saints game. I will be going to the game tomorrow too, so I can't wait to go. Also, I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat in a few seconds, but I always gotta start off the show by thanking Mr. Dynamite for that sick intro, man. We love the intro, and like we tell you, there's no better way to start off the show than hit it again for him, Hoodie.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, get ready for an entertainment explosion. Get ready for an avalanche of awesomeness. Get ready to go live with your boy. Here he is, Hoodie Jube. And make sure you hit the subscribe button for your chance to win tickets to a live New Orleans Saints football game.
Alrighty, y'all. So let's give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat so far. We got Elite, man. Who that to you, Elite? And Happy New Year, man. It's a new year. It's 2022 now. Who that to you, Mr. Jerry, the freaking OG in the building, man. And Happy New Year's to you, man. Also, who that to the last Saint, man. Glad to see you up in here, man. Who that to you, and Happy New Year. Who that to Grand Isaac, man, and Happy New Year's to you too, man. Who that to Gabriel Thomas, man. Happy New Year's. Who that to Robert Clark, man. Glad to see you up in here, and also Happy New Year's to you. My boy, Saints01, a.k.a. Mass Up Saints Podcast. Who that to you, man. Glad to see you in here. He also said, I can't wait to get my headset and stuff for my podcast, man. Y'all, I'm excited. Thanks, Hoodie, for inspiring me. No problem, man. Like I said, other people inspired me to do, and then I'm doing the same thing, trying to help everybody else and get their channel going. So, hey, everybody that's in here, if you haven't already, please go subscribe to Max Up Saint Podcast, which is Saints01. Y'all do know him. Y'all do hear him talk on here normally. So, my boy, Saints01, you need to come on tonight. Come talk, man, for you can tell everybody to subscribe, bro. Let's see who else we got up in here if I can keep scrolling. Who else up in here? Why is this thing scrolling so slow? Alright, so Lee, Grand, the last thing. That's everybody, same people. JT, who that to you, JT? Glad to see you up in here, man. And Happy New Year. We got Empty Mining Gaming, which is Joe, man. Who that to you? Glad to see you up in here. Who that? What else we got up in here? Looks like same people. We got the anime. About to see Taysom throw 3 picks and run for 70 yards this game. Hey, we're gonna let Tyrese tell you that. You know, I ain't gonna say nothing. You know, all I can do is support him, right? Who that? The King Net, man. Glad to see you up in here, and Happy New Year to you, my brother. We got King Kamara. In the building, man. Who that to you, and Happy New Year's. And I also got the link in there, so come on, King Kamara. You know you want to talk. Last night roundtable was really great. Who that to you, Pammy Whammy. I'm glad to see you up in here. Glad to see you in here. I'm glad nobody's sleeping just yet, you know. I know y'all probably gonna fall asleep during the show because you know how we usually go late. But Happy New Year's to you too, Pammy Whammy. What else we got up in here? I'm still scrolling. We got a bunch of people in here tonight. Alright, and that's about it. Yep, my boy Master said he will join, so that's good. We're gonna have Saints01 on here, so that's gonna be a good thing. So let's start the roundtable up, man. What about you, King Nep? You good enough to go tonight? Come talk. Come on, you know everybody wants to hear King Nep's voice for a little bit. Come on here and talk with us, King Nep. But let's bring the roundtable and let's start it on. So one person y'all should know already, the one that y'all do know is a Taysom Hill lover, or you might know him as Tyrese. Or if you've seen his YouTube channel, The Last Saint, man, that's how y'all might know him by. Also, go subscribe to him too and show him the love. Everybody deserves the love and stuff, and we all gonna grow together. So make sure y'all show love to him too. So let's bring him on. The Taysom Hill Lover. What's up, Tyrese?
Take some time.
Taysom time.
Yo, what's up?
Nothing much, man. But I gotta bring somebody else on now that we're gonna have a good talk to with tonight because we had a good talk with that person last night, and he doesn't like Taysom Hill, and he thinks Callaway's a bum, and
not this guy.
he thinks Cameron Jordan's a bum, and he thinks a bunch of our players are a bum. So let's bring him on. God of Creation. How you doing, God of Creation?
Good, man, but dang, man, I sound like a hater. I sound like a hater, you know?
I had to introduce you like that because of the podcast last night. But also, we're going to bring on the next person that wants to come on too. And he just made his podcast, and it's called Mass Up Saint Podcast. But also, you know him as Saints01, y'all. So before I bring him on, I'm going to play that little short video that everybody knows because, I mean, it's his favorite player on the team, and it's his favorite saying to say. So let's play it for you.
Paulson Adebo will shine in 29.
Yes, Paulson Adebo will shine in 29, baby. Saints01, man, welcome.
Welcome. What's going on, bud? How you doing
Yo, what's up?
Hey, I'm doing good. How about you?
All right, doing pretty good.
You missed a nice show last night, man. Y'all, whoever didn't watch it last night, I feel bad. It was 4.5 hours of just talking about the Saints offseason coming up, what we should do and stuff like that because, we ain't got too many games left. And then we got into some random thing about, my boy God of Creation. We got an argument with him a little bit about, his thoughts on Callaway maybe being a bum and us, That's what I'm saying. That was for a few hours, That's what I'm saying. It was only 4.5 hours just talking about different stuff. So, I mean, it was a fun conversation to talk about. I said it can't be, it's going to be more fun just talking about it tonight because I want to know what y'all thoughts on the game tomorrow, and like what does everybody think we have to do to win this game against the Panthers, So, we got us four on right now. And we know we're going to probably get more and more that's going to join in later. I'm surprised I didn't see Purple Marcus yet, I want to put him in timeout again tonight. So wherever he's at, waiting for him to come on, give him the finger. He's going to go back into timeout. So I can't wait to see that. And what about you, King Nap? You going to come hop on, bro? We know everybody loves hearing from King Nap, so just let us know. But let's start off the show. Yeah, he's been on a few times. And you remember King Nap? He was at my house not too long ago. So he came on my live that one day. But we're going to start this off with my boy Tyrese, the Last Saints, man. This is my question for you. What do the Saints have to do tomorrow to get this dub against the Panthers? And, yes, they are starting Sam Darnold again.
Yikes.
Yes.
Yikes. Yeah, Sam Darnold, man. That 3-0 stretch, that was a sham. It was a scam. Every quarterback looked good with Christian McCaffrey in that offense, man.
It must be.
No, it is, man. Look, like if you look at the games and the stats, when Christian got hurt the first time, man, they started going on the skid. When they come back with Cam Newton, he looked unstoppable with them.
I ain't gonna lie. This just solidifies that Kamara is 10 times better than Christian. Christian is so frail.
Well, I won't say that. Because Alvin Kamara isn't being used and abused like Christian McCaffrey is with the Panthers. You know what I'm saying?
No, what we did with him this year.
Before.
We've been abusing Kamara ever since Michael Thomas ain't been here. He been getting 30, 40 touches a game. Man, getting used more than a stripper. I was like, man, goodness, all these
catches. Literally, Creation. If you look at the touches. And amount of things that Christian McCaffrey has to do is crazy. Like that's why you don't, run your star running back into the game. But to finish up what I was saying, like what we need to do, we need to have a excellent pass rush against Sam Darnold. Because I mean, if we can get Sam Darnold looking crazy, they'll bench him, and then they'll probably start Cam Newton. So our secondary's got to be on lockdown too against these wide receivers, man. And our offense. This needs to be practice time for Taysom Hill. So I'd like to see him more in the pocket, looking through progressions and reads like he was doing in the first half against the Bucks. That way it can get him ready for, the next game, the Falcons, and then the playoffs if we can so happen to make it. So Deontay Harris being back, that's good news for Marquez Callaway. So I think Callaway is going to have a good game since Deontay Harris is going to be freeing things up. And I know Creation said they all bums, so.
No.
He didn't say Deontay Harris. He didn't say Deontay Harris. He didn't say he was a bum.
Okay.
He said Callaway was a bum.
Fake news.
So, got a Creation. What's your thoughts, man? What do you think we got to do to beat the Panthers?
Score?
Well, we know that. I'm talking about
Right,
from different, we got to see from
Right,
different.
This is what we got to do. Since we got Taysom Hill, he's starting right for QB1, right?
Yeah, I don't want you to see me in there.
So I'll take Simeon in there because at least Simeon can actually throw. But,
hell no, you tripping. But sorry, go ahead.
But,
yeah,
we can do these, just do these slants, slants, stop and goes, RPOs, do them stuff with Taysom Hill, man. Don't stop trying to make Taysom Hill throw the ball down the field like 40 yards. That ain't he's not that guy. Like, man, we gotta just give Taysom something simple, something he can hardly mess up on, and all we gotta do is. If he makes minimal mistakes, then what I'm saying, we just gotta feed the ball to AK about 50 times of this game, and we should be straight.
Can't do that with banged up O-line. Wait, Eric McCoy's back though.
McCoy's back?
I think.
Yeah, McCoy back. They said McCoy and Marcus Williams, who literally just went on the COVID list like 2 days ago, or back off the COVID list already because they tested negative. So,
where's our tackles? What's up with them?
Armstead. I think Armstead might play. He said he's questionable, but he's got a knee injury that's gonna happen. He's got to get surgery on during the off season before he can be ready for the free agency. Like if anybody offers him money. So it sounds like he's leaving.
How did offensive linemen get knee injuries? How does that happen? That's so weird.
I mean, they are bending their knees a lot, though.
Yeah, they've been in them, but they're not. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's not like anybody's attacking their knees.
Well, I mean, they're doing run blocks. They probably getting chop block.
I'm going to just tell you, if anything, we probably going to lose this game. Because, we got both tackles out, and then we don't have Cesar Ruiz probably seeing ghosts like Sam Darnold. So yeah, we're just we need to actually just go ahead and lose this game so we can just get higher in a draft pick. So
you tripping? Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I'm gonna have to stop you. We
need this receiver one, man. Y'all always
not
trying
getting
to
no
hold
receiver
on to
one, man.
No, we need it.
We got Michael Thomas.
No, I'm not talking about receiver one as far as being
Draft,
our number one receiver. I'm talking about draft. Number one draft.
Our record's not bad enough to get a high draft pick anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
we gonna have a middle draft pick. It's bad enough to get a middle
14
one.
or 15. So
yeah, exactly.
The wide receiver class is really deep, so you're not missing out on anything.
Well, we get one just to help out.
Well, I mean, they're going to help out regardless. I'm just saying is that you're not going to get the best wide receiver in the class.
That don't matter. That don't matter.
You might be able to, depending on who drafts who. So everybody's saying the Williams guy from Alabama, the two receivers from Ohio State, Wilson and Olaf, Traylon Burks and from Arkansas, and all the other good receivers. They saying might not start. They saying they might not get started drafting. They might not draft them people literally until after the 10th or 11th pick. They saying right now. They're saying everybody else is predicting to get offensive tackles for their quarterbacks, and defensive players, the two top defensive ends and stuff. So those are the picks that are coming right now. They're saying the first receiver, on one of the mock drafts I seen, they got the Saints picking at number 14 or number 15 with getting Chris Olaf out of Ohio State, and he is literally the first receiver off the board in that mock draft.
I'm just saying, man, because Detroit might take a wide receiver.
No,
They could take
I
a
don't think they're
receiver.
They're gonna take. I know what they're gonna take. They're gonna take something on offensive line or defense.
Nah, they have a serviceable offensive line. They just need receivers.
Serviceable.
Yeah.
Everybody got a serviceable offensive line.
No, everybody don't have a serviceable offensive line. And I mean, like, the Saints don't have a serviceable offensive line because our guys.
Yeah, we do.
I can agree with this. I can agree with King Kamara on this one, though. About the Detroit taking the edge. Yeah, I can see them taking the edge.
Exactly.
Defense out.
That's what I'm thinking. They could probably take an edge. Like,
I don't know. It's either or, in my opinion.
But I just know we need to take a wide receiver. That's all I know. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. And then I don't like these like other people I see like, oh, Saints need to get a QB. No, you idiot. Why would we ever get a QB, especially with the are we gonna have probably like a 15, 14 like pick? Like, no, we're not getting a QB at that position. Like at that time is like dumb, especially if they're not proven, and then you're gonna have to implement them in the offense. That would be like, that's so retarded. I don't see. If we take a QB, then I don't know what is going on in the front office.
So Saints on one, man. Everybody needs to know, man, from you. What's your thoughts on the game? You know, what you got to see from us to beat the Panthers tomorrow?
To beat the Panthers? Well, first of all, we got to shut their offense down. I really feel like we're going to have a good defensive game. And our offense has got to be clicking. I mean, I know our O-line people are out, our two tackles. But I seen something about Eric McCoy coming back off the COVID list. So if he's available, I mean, that's good. I really think it's going to be a lot of running, honestly. Run heavy type game. I mean, we need touchdowns this game, man. And we've had two games with 0 touchdowns, which, you know, I'm pretty upset about, honestly. I'm ready to have, you know, a touchdown in a game at least, honestly. But yeah, the keys to winning here is shutting down their offense, of course, and making sure we game manage, you know, at the clock and running down their throats all game long, dude. That's what I do, honestly. But with Harris coming back, that opens up our passing game a little bit as well. So I would like to see Galloway get a little more touches. And I think with Harris coming back, that, you know, opens up Galloway, you know, not getting as many looks because they worry about Harris being that deep threat, fast guy. So they're going to put their number one cornerback on him once he's out there. So, yeah, you know, that's my thoughts so far. I'm just ready for tomorrow and, you know, game day, honestly.
See, like
what time's our game?
3:30.
Oh, it's a 3:30 game. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 3:30 game. But to tell you, I think my thoughts on the game, like for us to win tomorrow, I say it starts up front, you know, on both sides, offense and defensive side. So the offense, like no matter who's out on the O line, we need them to step up, you know. Make sure you give a nice running game, you know, a nice hole for Kamara and Ingram to run through, especially Taysom too when he does his QB options and stuff like that. Give this man some space. Also, you know, give Taysom some time to pass the ball. Hopefully they can do some good pass blocking. And Taysom Hill, I hope some of his passes are, you know, a little bit better accurate. Hopefully he's been practicing on that with it because I know he got that hurt finger. So we're going to see how that rolls with us in the passing game. And then, you know, defensive side up front, you know, the defensive line, Cameron Jordan and Marcus Davenport, they need to step it up and, you know, put pressure on Sam Darnold, make that man see ghosts, you know, like he did when he was playing with the Jets. So we need to make him see some ghosts with this defense that we have. And get our revenge back, you know, for what they did to us earlier this season when we had nobody because of COVID and shit. So this should be our, revenge game on them. And I think the Saints defense is going to play lights out. But it also starts with, too, Mr. Lattimore. Hopefully he doesn't play down on nobody. Hopefully he plays his lockdown corner that he does. Hopefully he doesn't overlook any of the receivers and stuff. So that's what I'm hoping he does. And then also we just need a nice good game from Kamara. Kamara just needs to run the ball down that throat. Ingram, might as well do good run. Get a good run too. But like I said, I think it's going to be a heavy load to Kamara most likely. Because we already know, Kamara can do the thing for us if we need him to. Especially if the O-line does give him some room to run. But also, real quick, we're going to bring on Mr. King Kamara from last night. He's waiting to hop on here, too. So welcome, King Kamara, man. How you doing? King Kamara, how you doing, man?
That was good, man. Happy New Year's, man.
Oh, there he is. Happy New Year to you, man.
Happy New Year's.
What'd you say?
Oh, we always said Happy New Year to you.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, King Kamara, since you're the last one on, what's your thoughts, man? What do you think we got to do to get this W against the Panthers tomorrow? Guy Creation gave us the perfect example. He said, "Just score."
Bruh.
Man, we just got to control the ball, man. Man, you got to take some time, man. None of that.
What the hell? That's the only time.
Taysom just got to
Tomorrow
control the ball,
evening.
man. The defense going to do their job, man. If we could score like 2 touchdowns, we should win, bro. Just don't do too much with the football.
Right. Yep. Perfect.
You ain't going to throw for no 3 touchdowns, none of that. Nah, man.
3
You
picks.
just need to control the ball.
You said
Let
3
Kamara
picks.
do him. And,
3 picks
we'll
and
win.
70 rushing yards.
Well, if it's that, we losing.
No, I mean, shoot. I'm pretty sure we won the game where he threw 4 picks?
We lost the game. Boy, what do you even talk? Do you even watch the games?
He be throwing so many picks. It's like they getting jumbled
He
up.
only threw 4 interceptions. That's it.
He drew 5, I think, this
You
year.
talking about the Dallas game?
No, every game. He's so bad at throwing. It's like I forget when he actually does decent.
Creation,
When
this is how I know what you say don't be making sense. You literally said that Callaway was trash. Then you start saying all this other shit. And then you're not taking into account other things of the game. When you say he makes bad passes, you're only talking about the 50-50 balls that he's thrown either in the last 3 games last season or the gadget plays.
No, I'm not
this
talking
season.
about the 50. I'm talking about simple
Well,
stuff.
you probably didn't watch the games, so my bad.
I've seen him literally miss Kamara on a Texas route. Like, how you miss
You've
a
seen 10
damn
minute
Texas
highlights.
route?
That's what you've seen.
In the
sorry.
highlights. Even if it was highlights, it would still
You
happen.
don't watch. It seems like you don't watch the whole game. I'm sorry.
I always watch the games. Because Taysom's not good.
What the hell are you talking about?
I just know You know how I know Taysom's not good? Because every other person that's played QB has played better than him.
Did Trevor Simeon play better?
No.
Yes.
Cut that
Wrong.
bullshit. You need to stop it, dude.
Did Trevor throw 4 picks in a game?
He's
No,
throwing
Did we get a
interceptions though.
touchdown? No.
No, he didn't.
No,
he didn't.
hey, that dude lost our game, dude. Did he win any game when he was in as quarterback?
Yes.
I do
No.
not think so.
What? He went 0-4.
What game did he win? What
Bucks.
game did he win?
Bucks.
The Bucks game we already had it handled. So
That was the defense.
No, we
Next
didn't.
question.
Hey, when Jameis went
left
down,
first
dude,
quarter.
Exactly, bro.
Jameis left
Jameis-
first quarter.
Jameis went out. Yeah, Jameis went out first quarter, and we was down
You're right.
7
There's
7.
3 more
I think it was
quarters
like 7 to
left in
7.
the
It was like
game.
tied up. I think it was tied up
Yeah,
7-7.
yeah, but our defense shut the Bucks down. All you know what I mean? Set the
Yeah, our
offense.
The offense did good too, but Trevor still
Yeah,
scored
but
like 2 touchdowns that
Every
game.
Bro,
game,
defense
And
you
then after
realize
that-
every game.
He went
set up the
downhill.
offense for touchdowns. So I mean, really?
Yeah,
PJ
Next,
Williams
bro.
scored a TD.
So this would be my opinion. Trevor Simeon is a
Trevor
better
Simeon's
passing
fucking
quarterback
close.
than Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is a better
Exactly.
scrambler. Is a better scrambler can get out the pocket.
And he
That's the
doesn't
only
even
thing
do
that Trevor
that.
don't have. Trevor just don't
That's
have.
the stat part.
See, and that's what I was telling y'all yesterday. I really do think that Sean Payton and them are really trying to make Taysom Hill look like a legit quarterback and try to sit in the pocket when they should just tell him, there's nothing there, be your normal self and run the damn ball because they can't stop that shit.
Right.
Stop staying in the pocket for 10 seconds and then finally start running. Like, run when you got the chance. Because a lot of people can't handle you. And that's what I think makes me more frustrated. It's like, why are you trying to be the pocket quarterback when you know damn well you can run the damn ball easily?
Trying
Well,
that's
you still gotta,
that's
or you
that
still gotta be a quarterback and do the
that's
things. I mean,
that's that
Trevor.
weird.
Yeah, but there's nothing
Nah,
there though. Just run.
nah.
It,
Look,
it's
Taysom Hill went 2-1 with the same team that Trevor Simeon had.
2-1.
Maybe even worse.
But guess what? But guess
What?
what? We
What? Tell
actually
me.
play harder. We played harder competition when Trevor was actually our starter. So
What?
Oh,
yes,
and hold on, and you got to
yes, we
consider
did.
something
That's
too.
not a
Yep.
lie. That's
Hey,
not a
don't
lie
forget,
at all.
you also got to
What did
consider
you
something
say?
else too.
What
Don't
did
forget,
you
you
say?
also I also got to consider this and too. When we played the Titans and we lost with Trevor, and we played somebody else, we could have won those games. But what did we have? I mean, what did we not have? We didn't have no
Defense
kicker. No kicker. Missing
and
extra
defense
points,
didn't
missing
show up.
field goals, and we could have easily won that game. Like two of those games.
Exactly. And then
But
the
we lost
defense
because of the
decided
kickers.
Nah,
not
I
to
know
show up.
exactly. Because Taysom Hill played with a bum finger in the foot. All
Bum
right,
finger in the foot, man, dude. I don't want to.
stop it.
I think y'all gotta stop with this. Taysom Hill's finger, man. He's out there
He's playing
playing,
with a
so it
torn
must not.
finger.
It's not. It must not hurt that much if he
He's
can
playing
suck
with an
it up.
injury,
He's
bro.
sucking it up, so he's a.
But this,
Now
So it's
but this is
imagine
not
my
him
that
going
question.
through
bad.
pain.
But this is my question. But this is my question. Then,
It's not
if
that painful then. If he
hey, but
can
let me
Stop
suck
ask
it.
y'all
it
a
up.
question.
Stop it.
Let me ask y'all
Stop
just
it.
let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask everybody a question and tell me if y'all can answer this. All right. So if Taysom Hill's finger's messed up, right? His drawing finger, well, the finger on his drawing hand, if
His
messed up.
middle.
So if that's is what messed up, why are you even having him in to throw the football when you can put a guy in like Trevor Simmons that can throw the
Thank
ball, and when you
you.
need to run the
Because he's
ball, put
immobile.
Taysom in,
All
or
right.
you can put Taysom Hill in 50% of the snaps and let him run the ball down people's throat.
So
You don't have to have Trevor Simeon all game. But I mean, why throw the ball like on passing plays? Have Trevor in, but
because
on run
No,
plays, put Taysom.
Sean has
it's
too much of an ego to just let Taysom Hill just be what he's meant to be.
that is not
He
done.
always
Stop
trying
it.
to make him something he's not, and
Stop
he's
it.
not no QB
Stop it. I'm gonna
because
just stop you right there because
we we
you've been spouting that
we
foolishness since yet
we
last night and today.
we know this to be true because
No, you know
well
that's your
we
opinion.
got guess where we got him from? We got him from the bench. Matter of fact, that's where we
Okay,
got him
the
from
Packers
Green
had
Bay
Aaron
bench.
Rodgers. Of course, you're gonna have
Exactly.
other quarterbacks on the
But
bench.
my thing is, even if Aaron Rodgers wasn't there, he still wouldn't even been an option. He
You
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have
beat
known
him.
that. Listen, here's the thing you missing. All right, here's the thing you missing. Let me stop you right there. All right, I'm very objective, but I do like to bring up the facts in the whole picture because what you're doing is picking and choosing on the map with your magnifying glass. Yes. Listen, Taysom Hill had 4 career-ending surgeries when he was in BYU. And the reason why, hold on a second. The reason why he's in the NFL way later than what he was is because of his missionary trips too. Now, that being said, y'all talking about putting Trevor Simeon in. Now, the first 2 games, fine. Drop passes and no kicker. The last 2 games against the Eagles and the Bills, he literally got blown out. He lost to both of those games. All right, and you don't put Trevor Simeon in because obviously the O line is going to collapse.
You know we
Taysom
still
Hill
losing
has the
those
same
games,
thing.
right? With
We still the
Taysom Hill,
defense,
right?
Nah,
because
We still
we're
the
not.
losing those
defense didn't
games.
stop the
No,
Eagles.
no,
Remember, the
We're not
defense didn't stop
beating.
the Eagles.
I hope you know
nah.
we're not beating Bills. Matter of fact, I'm probably convinced we might not even beat Bills if Jameis was in. So that's dead.
So you really think Jameis would have lost that game? Why?
Because guess what? That game, guess what we didn't have? I'm pretty sure that was a game we didn't have AK, right? If I'm tripping.
That no, that didn't even matter because the defense was on the field doing their job. It's just that Trevor Simeon was
We had
turning the
no
ball
offensive
over again.
weapons. We literally had no offensive weapons. Like, what
Taysom
could
Hill
he
won
have
with the same. Taysom Hill won with the same players
against who?
against
Jets
the
and
Bucks
who
and the
else?
Jets.
Bucks and the Jets.
There's still 2 NFL teams.
But guess what? He didn't. He also didn't play good against the Bucks. Matter of fact, he had so many 3-and-outs that the Bucks actually did their job defensively.
Well, they didn't. They got 9 points on the board, and then the game
They
didn't go
did their job
0-0.
defensively. They
No, they didn't do their job
offense
defensively
could
because if
have
they didn't
easily
do their
scored
job
more
defensively,
than
we
9
wouldn't have
points.
scored.
No, that's no. That
Yeah.
no.
How else are you going to
No,
score?
because guess what?
What, the
Because
special teams?
it's
How does
not
the special
realistic.
teams
It's
get
not
across the field?
realistic. it's not realistic to
It
think
is
that
realistic. You
you're
gotta
just
look
gonna
at what you
shut
see
down
on
your
the field.
opponent with 0 points. So you're
With
not
what?
listening. You just talking right now.
I
I'm
can't
saying
listen.
it's not.
You saying some crazy things right now,
No,
but I
I'm not.
respect
I'm
your
saying
opinion.
some realistic stuff. You're not
I'm gonna
gonna
respect
expect.
your opinion, even though
You're
you
not
saying
gonna
some
expect
crazy
your
things.
defense to
Hey,
just.
hey, but you got to realize this too, Tyrese. But you also got to realize too, like if the Saints win, like say tomorrow, let's say we win 10-9, right? And we win by 1 point. We're gonna say the defense played great because we held them to 9 points, which is only 3 field goals for the whole fourth quarters. All 4 quarters.
Of course.
Now if they would have scored like so, like if the Saints would have scored 21 points
Oh, then we
on
can
them,
talk about.
then we can say okay they didn't really do nothing defensively because we actually got in the end zone with the people we had on the field.
Right.
But we did get 3 field goals, and I was surprised that we actually made all 3 field goals too. Because I was
Right.
like, hey, we finally got us a kicker that we can rely on right now while Lutz is out. So
But here's the thing, people are
Thank
going to
you.
say this. They're going to say this. Why didn't he score more points? But then you're gonna have other people say, look what he did with what the team he has. The argument goes either way.
Man, you can't
Really.
make
He
that.
just did
It's
his
one or
job.
the other. You can't just be like, oh man, nobody like at the end of the day, even the players say nobody cares about these excuses and all this. Oh man, well we didn't have this person and that person. Oh well, man, you got to play with who you got. So,
like what Ian
They're
Book says.
losing.
you can give all this oh man, well Taysom's finger hurt.
But
He
you said
didn't
the
have
whole
this
team
and
bums though.
that.
So
Like, man,
how he gonna impact the game with bums?
Wait, what game was
yeah,
he in? What game was he in that we lost?
I didn't
Remember,
say
he
the
went
whole
two and
team
one.
was bums.
Yeah, he did.
What game did we lose with
Not,
Taysom?
The Cowboys.
Oh, Cowboys. Yeah, my bad. I'm trying to remember what
Cowboys
game it
one of
was.
the best teams in
like
the NFL.
you try to really argue the fact that Trevor lost his games,
Bro,
but Taysom won his.
you're not saying any facts though.
Taysom played like shit the games he won. He's played like shit this whole season. He's never
But he
had a
Whole
good
won.
season.
game.
He's only had
But
3
he
games.
won.
He won. He went
3,
2-1.
yeah, 3 games. Just because
Hold on.
Yo, you saying some crazy
No, hold
shit.
on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I got a question. Hold on, y'all. I got a question for y'all. I got a question for Tyrese. Tyrese, this will be my question. Remember how you said Trevor Simeon lost us 2, but the other 2 wasn't really his fault, remember? Because you said the kickers and the defense. I mean, not the defense. The kickers and the receiver wasn't catching, remember?
Right, if you want to go there.
We did, but we could say Taysom lost the game against the Cowboys because he did throw 4 picks that game, right? So can you say that it was his fault that he lost? So he did lose us 1.
Look, how do you want to put this? Because I mean, the argument goes either way. You can say it's a team thing, or it's a solo player thing. Those 4 picks
that's
that
not a
Taysom Hill
team
threw.
thing. The team didn't tell him to
I
throw
know.
4
Wait a
picks.
minute. Let me say what I gotta say. Because you've been saying some crazy shit since yesterday, leading up to today. So let me finish. All right, those 4 picks Taysom Hill threw, 2 of those were on the other guys, and the other 2 were his fault. So in actuality, you want to be real, it's 2 picks. You know what I'm saying? No, wait a minute. You can laugh, but that's real shit. Now the Trevor Simeon thing, the Atlanta and the Titans, he had a lot of drop passes. All right, you gonna blame him?
Yes.
You gonna blame him for the loss?
No.
Yeah,
No, we
are.
ain't.
Yeah, you are. Listen, you said Callaway and the other receivers are bums.
Yeah, the bums. Yeah.
All right, that's why I can't
Yeah.
tell you saying it's
And
serious.
guess what? And what'd you say? What'd you say they did those games? They dropped what?
They drop passes, but what about the last 2 games?
Okay then.
Were they dropping
Okay,
passes or were he
so
throwing turnovers?
basically they didn't do their job. So they basically didn't do their job, correct?
They did enough to win the Titans game.
No, did they do their job? No, enough to none. We took an L.
You're not getting
So
what I'm telling you.
But don't forget also, people do have bad games in the season. Not everybody's gonna have a perfect game every game. So you do gotta look at it like that too.
That's
true.
Because I mean, you got star receivers like Devontae Adams, who I had in fantasy. They had some week where he was giving me 30-something points every damn week, and then like 2 or 3 games I had him in a week. He only got me like 5-10 points and didn't do shit. And I'm like, where the hell is Devontae Adams? So I mean, not everybody's gonna have a
not
good
taking
game.
into account is that Taysom went 2-1 against 2 top 10 defenses. One defense the
2 top
Cowboys
10
has.
defenses?
Yeah.
And one that's first in takeaways.
And you
One of the first takeaways.
neither of them. Neither. Wait, first of all, he had 2 wins, right? The Bucks and the Jets. So I know we're not talking about the Jets having the top anything.
I didn't
He's
say
talking
them.
about the Cowboys.
I said Cowboys and the Bucks.
We
So
lost. We lost,
We
didn't we?
lost one. But I'm letting
Okay,
you know
we lost
the
the
level of
Cowboys.
competition. And the
We lost to
Cowboys
the
game.
Cowboys.
The Cowboys game, he had a torn finger. He was playing.
Well, what about
against
but what
Oh
about
my God, man!
hold on.
Look,
So what about
everybody's banged
what about
up,
Trevor?
man. Them excuses
What
gotta
about
stop, bro.
Trevor? Trevor beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense, but he lost to the Titans, who got
And
a
he
good
actually
defense,
scored points. He actually
and he could
scored
have won.
points.
And he could have actually won us the game in that Titans game if we would have missed 2 extra points and field goals.
And
Exactly.
Troutman
Because we lost by
didn't
2
do
points.
Well, and that 2
Literally
point
lost by 2.
conversion too.
Taysom played considerably
Yep.
worse than Trevor at QB. I don't know why. Just because he won the games
No, he didn't
doesn't
play
mean
considerably
shit
worse
because he
because you're
didn't win.
not taking into account the Eagles and the Bills game. Where we
But the
literally got
Eagles, but you got to realize though, Trevor Simeon didn't lose the Eagles game. The defense couldn't even hold up
Yeah,
the
the
Eagles no matter
defense.
what.
Thank you.
They couldn't even
Exactly.
hold the Eagles ran all
Nobody
over
did
us like it was
anything.
nothing. We couldn't stop
We just
Jalen
got
Hurts.
blown. We just got
So
beat
if that's
down.
the case, why didn't the offense score? Or at least potentially move the ball down
Because
the field
offense
too?
is shit.
Well, the offense is shit. Why did Taysom Hill win 2 games?
Oh my God! You really?
Hold on.
Hey,
He
man,
won
come
against the
on, man.
Jets,
Hey,
and he won
listen,
against
bro.
Tampa. And he won against Tampa, right?
Man, you hear
With the
this?
same defense, though. Come
Man,
on.
look,
You said
bro,
he
we
beat
won
Trevor
against
beat the same defense. He won
dude.
against Tampa, but he didn't play
Okay,
against
you
a trash team
serious?
like he didn't
Case
play
in
against a
point.
trash team like the Jets.
Hold on.
Case in
Look,
point.
look at this.
That's
Look
not
at
a
this.
case in
To answer
that's
your
not a
Played
case
the
in
question,
point.
Falcons. Trevor Simeon played the
let
Falcons.
me look. Listen, bro. First of all,
True.
this is his wins, right? His win is against the Jets and the Bucks. The
Okay.
Jets is not an impressive win. Let's go ahead and take that
It's
shit
a
out.
bounce back. It's a bounce
It's not
back
an
win.
impressive win
A
at
bounce
all.
back win.
A matter of fact, the Jets are probably the second worst, if not the worst, football team in the NFL right now. So
They're
that's
third
not
worst.
impressive.
But their defense not that
Second,
bad though.
But
second, we win against the Bucks, and it's not what
Hey,
the
Creation,
hell
did you hear that? The
Taysom.
defense is not that bad.
The
They're probably
defense is
like
terrible.
top 20, top 15.
Top 20 is
And
bad.
there's
There's
32
teams in
NFL
the
teams.
NFL.
Stop
Top
it. Look,
20 is
you know what
sick.
you know what your problem is, Creation. You looking at everything elite wise, like you saying Callaway is not good, or Traquan Smith is not. Well,
No
we can agree
dub.
Smith
Why
not
would
good.
I look at things by the
hey,
elite?
hey, but also just to speak in real quick too, Tyree, just to let you know too. I think, to be honest with you, I really do think Taysom Hill won the Jets game because the Kamara had like a 100+ yard game. That dude ran all over them.
Exactly.
And then Taysom
They
had,
fed off each other.
and then if you say he did score a rushing touchdown, he did. But what do you call that when Trevor Simeon was scoring? Trash time, garbage time scored, because that was literally at the end of the game he scored when he could have slid like he said he should have, but he didn't. So I'm saying I think if Trevor Simeon was in that game, he would have won because all they did was ran the ball anyway because
Exactly.
Taysom Hill's passing wasn't working. And like I understand what Mass Up, same podcast, and Tyrese are saying, Simeon sucks, bro. That's a sack, He's gonna get sacked, yeah, because he's not a running quarterback. But if you're looking for somebody that can complete a pass
So
and
is Taysom
hit somebody
Hill.
on target Simeon's gonna hit the guy on target better than Taysom Hill. But Taysom will escape the pocket if he can. If he wants to scramble.
Yeah, I agree.
Y'all realize all Taysom Hill's wins aren't because of him. None of his wins did he actually do anything efficient. All his
that is not
wins
true.
is the defense
That is not
carrying
true.
him.
Efficient? That's false.
That
If
is
you want to
totally
say he didn't
true.
play like a
That is
superstar,
totally
then
true.
he didn't.
Listen,
But
man,
he was efficient.
Let me see. Let me see this too. I gotta check some notes for you.
You gotta stop Creation. You full of
Even
that.
when we had Michael Thomas, he was still throwing shit balls.
He was
Yeah, I
70%
agree.
completion.
Throwing to Michael
70%.
Thomas, who catches
Throwing to
like
other wide receivers,
98% of his passes. That's not an accomplishment of Taysom Hill. That's an accomplishment
That
of
is an
Michael
accomplishment.
Thomas.
That is an
No, it's
accomplishment
not.
if that's your first 3 games in the NFL.
No, it's not. It's
Yes,
just
it
called
is.
throwing to your best receiver.
He's
It's
throwing
not.
to other people.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't throwing
Yes,
that
he
much
was.
to the
Yes, he
people.
was.
No,
What are
he
you talking
wasn't.
about?
He was throwing to other people.
No.
He was throwing them punts
He was throwing to Jared Cook,
to Emmanuel
Traquan,
Sanders.
Emmanuel. Look. I'm sorry, man. You lost me last night with the Callaway thing. That's why I was like,
Yeah, that
it's
was
hard for
bogus,
me to
though.
come back to say other things.
But
Well, look,
I mean,
when-
but you could look at it
but
like
look
this
at
though
this,
too.
though.
remember the Saints in the Bucs game, the first one where Taysom Hill scored a touchdown. And it was literally 7-7 because the Bucs came back, and then he came on the field and he got hurt again. And then that's when he went out. Trevor Siemian came in, right? Well, if you look up the points and stuff, not Taysom Hill, Trevor Siemian actually did score a touchdown and got us in field goal range a bunch of time where we got like 2 or 3 field goals, and then we got a pick six to end the game. We actually scored 36 points as a team and won 36-27. When the Taysom Hill, when he ran it against Tampa Bay, we won 9-0. All he did was got field goals. At least Trevor Siemian got us in the end zone.
Exactly.
So
and then
that's another
like
argument you can say.
Won because of defense, not because of.
But you could also
shit.
say Trevor Siemian put us in position to lose because on that last drive, we only got a field goal, and Tampa Bay had the ball left with like 1:30. If they drive down the field, we lose because Trevor Siemian couldn't score a touchdown.
And also,
but we won. We won though.
Yeah, exactly.
We won because of the defense too.
I'll take it. Yeah.
And also, you can say adjustments because I mean these are divisional rivals. And
It's
the
not-
Saints
it-
Saints
it-
fell apart after Jameis Winston went out. Our
So-
tackles went out. Everybody went out.
So what is the Jets are? Are they divisional rivals? No, they are a trash team, and that's why we got the win easily because I already knew
Right.
they was going to have a big game. No, you said you are talking about them being in your win because you're saying he's 2-1, but one of the
Right,
games
exactly.
is the Jets. But
Yeah,
if you took the Jets game away and had Taysom play against the Eagles, I think we still would have lost because our defense couldn't have stopped them for nothing. Our
Exactly.
defense just had nothing to do. So the record would be
Well, how-
That's
1-1
why I said
right
we
now.
play
How
hard
long were the
competition
defense
with
out on the
Taysom.
field, though, do you know?
Do what?
I said, how long was the defense out on the field? Because
They were on the field.
What
They were on the
game?
field multiple
What
times.
game?
He's talking about
Right.
the Eagles game.
Well, which
Eagles game, yeah.
Oh.
The
But
Eagles
I'm not gonna lie to
game.
you. I'm not gonna lie to you. But even with Taysom Hill at quarterback, since he's been here, the defense always been on the field forever, every game. Besides the Jets, game.
I agree.
Exactly.
I have to agree.
Because I'm saying the defense is on the field no matter what. Because like it ain't like we can say Taysom Hill is better than Trevor Siemian because every game the defense is on the field and we ain't been scoring points really. The only reason why I think Trevor Siemian has a better upside than Taysom is that his throwing is his throwing ability. Taysom Hill has a better running ability,
But what
especially
changed
against
with
Trevor.
the
Because Trevor's like a painted man. He ain't running. He's gonna trip on his own damn foot. Taysom Hill can actually run out the pocket. That's what I'm saying.
But
I
guess
think.
what? He doesn't even
Nah,
do
hey,
that.
man, his neck
And
bigger.
guess what?
All right.
And guess what? You know what's crazy? His best asset he doesn't even do because he is terrible with pocket presence. Every time he's trying
I
to go
agree.
and step out the pocket, he's getting sacked. Every
How many
time I
times
see
did
him
he-
trying
Because
to
he's a bad
scramble,
improviser.
he
He's
literally
fast,
runs
but he's
into
not
a
a good
defender.
improviser.
He is a
How many
terrible
times did he get
improviser
state
and is terrible with pocket presence. Matter of fact, he doesn't like when he's in QB. He doesn't do anything decently well.
Okay, now you just hating.
Yeah, that's
Like he doesn't.
He
He
just
doesn't
hating right
do
now.
anything decently well.
Be realistic. Be 100.
Like
'Cause you just
it's
saying
sad
you're
because
garbage.
and it's sad because like in order for you like y'all are just Saints fans, so y'all just are like clouded, thinking,
What?
oh well,
Bro,
you
Taysom
know,
Hill
hell
a
no,
good
you
player
Taysom
no matter what
Hey,
team.
you know how it is.
bro,
You
like,
retarded.
You know what I would say? This is what I
you
would
gotta
say. This is
cut
what I would
that
say.
out, bro.
I would say
Nobody thinks
this.
Taysom's good.
Nah.
So this is what I would say. I would say Trevor Siemian is a better QB than Taysom Hill, but Taysom Hill is a hell better running back than him.
Yeah.
Because
I
you can't say
can't
because this is what weird about the NFL these days. I think since the scrambling quarterbacks came into the NFL, so whoever you want to admit and say who's the first scrambling quarterback that ever came into the NFL and made the scrambling famous. I mean, you can say Michael Vick, you can say any of the other quarterbacks you see today. Anybody you want to say that scrambled, but to me, you can't say like this. Like people are saying Taysom Hill is a really good quarterback. You see him at BYU. That's the position he's played. Yeah, he did play QB at college, but what he do, if you watch all his college highlights, it's all run plays. That's why he got hurt a lot because he ran so damn much. That's what he was known for, is running, and that's what he's good at in the NFL is running the damn ball. But if you're a good runner, that means you basically like a running back. You could run down somebody's throat. But just because you listed at quarterback, but your throwing ability ain't good, doesn't mean you're a good quarterback. Just because you can scramble. Now, if you can scramble and throw the ball accurate too, then I can say, damn, you're a good quarterback because you can do both.
Right.
But he really can't throw accurate to me. Like I said, the only thing I can see him throw accurate is like a 5, 10, 15-yard pass. But right now, he can't even throw it accurate because it's a messed up finger. So the thing that pisses me off is like, why are you even trying to throw the ball with him? Just run QB options all day until somebody stops it. That's all I'm
And
asking them to do.
I agree.
we know he's not a good thrower. Like I don't know why I don't know why people. It literally has to take a non-Saints fan to realize Taysom Hill isn't a good QB. He's matter of fact, he's not even like if I had to scale him 1 through 10, he's like a 2.
Well, I'm
Like
throwing
he
that
is
shit out
so.
the window right
Nah, I
quick.
wouldn't go that far.
I'm throwing that out the window because here's your
What
thing,
is
Christian. You
like?
need everything.
You
You need
can't name me
everything to
one
be
thing
elite.
he is.
You need
He
everything
is
to be
decent.
phenomenal.
What is
Listen,
he?
Christian.
What is he decent at a QB? Please
He's
tell me.
running.
He's fine.
Running out the pocket. Running
Extended
out the
plays.
pocket.
He
exactly.
doesn't do that decently. If we go back
No.
and watch games, we don't see him running out the pocket ever like that much. And if he does, he's usually getting sacked.
Because you gotta. Why you think he
He
getting
literally
sacked? Because the offensive line is trash.
into defenders. He literally runs into defenders. Even when a
Offensive
good
line is
O-line,
trash. Stop it.
even when a good O-line, he's still
Nah,
bad.
you just
All right.
listening
So
to
look.
yourself right
So
now.
you said so Tyrese, you did say the
Full of
O
that
line,
dope.
right? You said that's why he got sacked, right? The O line.
Nah,
You said the O-line.
there were a few plays. I ain't gonna dispute.
I'm saying you're saying the O line, allowed Taysom Hill to get sacked, right, when he runs
Right,
out the
because
pocket. That's
look
why.
at Trevor Siemian.
But I'm saying that's why Travis Simmons got sacked. But I mean, I would not hate on nobody if they came out to me and said this. Look, Taysom Hill is not a better quarterback than Simeon, but guess what? Taysom Hill does give us a better chance to win right now because our O-line is shit. So we got to have somebody that can escape the pocket and run the ball
I
down the
agree.
throat. That's what I would say. And I'll be like, okay,
So-
I agree with you because Hill does give us the best ability
That
to
don't-
win right
okay.
now. But with passing, no, the passing is just not there. And I can't just say, yes, I believe in Taysom Hill's passing. His passes ain't there.
So okay,
And
well, let
because
me,
like
let me
all these
ask you
last,
this when you finish.
yeah, ask me. You can ask me.
Okay, so let me ask you this: if Trevor Siemian is better than Taysom Hill, we can pretty much say the same team, or you can say minus Alvin Kamara or with Al Kamara. Why are we 2-1 with this bum quarterback versus a quarterback that's 0-4? And the first two
You already
games that
said
he
it.
played,
Right.
We already said it. We already said it.
We already,
Remember, I told you.
we already discussed that.
well,
We
I'm
told
just
you
reiterating.
one of the games is against the Jets. You can just draw that out the window. The Jets are shit. Kamara won the game for us. He ran
Right.
it, and the defense did
Well, if anything,
outstanding
that's
to
still
shut him
one
out.
game.
No,
And
that's
then-
one
and then
game.
Bucks-
That's one
and
game. So
then-
you draw that out.
and-
So he won
right, and the
one,
Bucks
and we
win
lost,
wasn't
and you
him.
lost one, and you lost one, right? So you won one, and you lost one. And then what we had, Trevor Siemian won the Bucks game, but then he lost the other two. But you say you're not gonna blame him because nobody could catch that game. But then the last two you were blaming on him, but it ain't his fault either because people ain't making their field goals or extra points. So we lost by 2 points some of those games. And then the Eagles game, the defense couldn't stop it no matter how many times they were on the field or not. They could not stop Jalen Hurts and them at all. They couldn't find an answer. So we couldn't do nothing about that. So basically, Taysom Hill is just 1-1. He probably would be 2-2 if he didn't have COVID because he probably would have lost to the Dolphins. To be honest with you,
Yep.
because with that
Right.
O line, he wouldn't did nothing with that O line either. So he would have been 2-2, but he's saved and being 2-1 and positive right now because the COVID made him sit out.
That's
To be
in
honest
my
with you.
opinion,
Right.
That
Yep.
Dolphins game is
That's a
debatable because they were running cover zero.
Nah,
against
it
him, but
ain't.
no,
No.
bro.
Come on now.
Stop,
Yeah.
It's not
man.
debatable at
Stop
all.
it
it,
is
It's the
bro.
debatable.
loss.
No,
That is
it's
very
not,
debatable.
bro.
Now,
Taysom Hill isn't a
it's
QB.
debatable
That's
if we would
debatable.
have scored more points, but we would have still lost though. Like,
That's
nah.
very debatable.
Hey,
That's
Master
debatable.
Up,
That's the
Saint.
thing I love
Hey,
about
Saint
it.
someone. Hey, Saint someone. Come back on here and talk because you're saying you see the hate. You hate to see the hate that we see with the fans over here. We don't hate the guy. We telling you, in our
We're
opinion,
telling
we
you the
don't see.
No, that's
We
creation.
don't think the drop. No, he said he loves Taysom Hill as an athlete, on the team. He just don't see him as a quarterback like
Sure.
I do. We don't see him having a good throwing ability. His running ability is freaking fabulous. That's why I said, why don't you have him in 50 to 60 snaps a game running down people's throat because they can't stop it. No team can literally stop him from running. And you said the Cowboys have one of the best defense in the league right now, and he ran over 100 yards over him because that's what they started doing. They were like, oh shit, they can't stop him. You seen that one drive they kept doing QB option at the play, and they could not stop it. And then they went for some pass plays like an idiot, and then we had to kick a field goal. It was like, why you didn't just keep running the ball down that throat, Why aren't you just doing that with Taysom? Like, I would not mind him being in there more than Trevor Siemian, but on passing plays, you can be more accurate with a passing play with him there than Taysom at quarterback. That's all I'm saying. It ain't like I'm saying
Exactly.
he was trash and I hate him. If I hated him, I wouldn't have a jersey of Taysom Hill. I wouldn't support him. I'll be saying get rid of Hill, but I don't want to get rid of Hill because if you get rid of Hill, the other team's not going to use him as a starting quarterback, but they're going to use him like we use him, and then he's going to run over our defense because people, it's hard for him. It's hard to take the brother down.
I don't think if he's on our, if he's not on our team, I
trying
don't
to compare Trevor Siemian
If
to
he,
because one is 0-4 and the other one has wins. Now, we
Do
can
you
pull
not?
up-
No,
Oh,
you
God.
call him
healthier
win.
team, though, Trevor Siemian will be
Oh.
better though.
Yeah, with a
Jesus
healthier
Christ.
team, Trevor Siemian will play better. To be honest with you, because he's a better passer.
Bro,
You
stop.
got an O line to protect you.
Stop.
You don't have to scramble.
I got to
Stop.
dispute
Because
it.
just think,
Because, I mean,
just
Man,
think.
that is so.
No.
oh my
So this is my
God.
question. But just think of this: if you have an O line to protect you, guess what? Guess what the game of football was meant to be. Your quarterback position was meant to be: you stay in the pocket, you get the best O line you can get to block for you. You find that open man and you hit him on target. Taysom can't
Thank
hit
you.
these targets open
Targets
good enough
at all.
because his accuracy ain't good. But guess
Good.
what he can do? He can run now. But now with our O line all banged up and hurt, people are coming after us, and that's why I said Taysom gives us a bigger edge to win because of his scrambling ability, but his passing is so off because he's throwing it behind people, he's throwing it over them and stuff. It's just not accurate. Now, if his
If
pass
you
was
want-
accurate, I want to say shit about him because if his passes was accurate and was on point, I would never say nothing. I'd be like, Taysom, dude, you're a beast. But he's a beast at running the ball, not at passing, and that's just my opinion. But
Right.
you know, Tyrese's mind, he sees something different. That's it. I mean,
Yeah.
we're just gonna have like sooner or later, we're just gonna have to move on to a new conversation because I know Miss Pam Wayne was in here saying, please move on to something else. We want to hear about the game tomorrow. Still, I don't think
Yeah,
King
no,
Commander. Did you ever go? Did you ever go over your reason why we should win? You know, like the things we got to do. Did you go over it or no?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I couldn't remember. So I'm gonna ask Tyrese now. Tyrese, besides Taysom Hill, because I know you're gonna try to say him in this question. Besides Taysom Hill, who do you see on offense and who do you see on defense having a big, game this year against the Panthers?
On offense, I see Deontay Harris having a big game
Coming back, gotcha.
coming back because he gets better separation. He's pretty much the number one, even though his size says differently. And from the Cowboys game, even though a lot of his big chunk plays were kind of in the fourth quarter when we were down by 10, he still was out there making things happen. So I like to see him get more down the field, 30 yards, slants or whatever, just to keep the chains moving, keep the defense fresh. And on the defense, man, I'm gonna have to say two players, Quan and DeMario, because I know you guys were saying that we were going to lose the game either or with whoever quarterback, but come on, DeMario Davis or Quan Alexander would have made that game 7-0, 7-6 maybe if we were to lose.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, no.
Yes.
No. They still scoring 20 points. I'm sorry.
What the fuck are you saying, dude? 21 players were out because of COVID.
Yeah,
If you have
and
more
I'm saying,
players,
and
you're
I'm
gonna be
saying,
able to do more defense.
even with DeMario and Quan there, they still are scoring 20.
Nah, that's ludicrous. You literally
I wouldn't
got a
say
rookie.
20,
You
but
got
they
a
would have still lost.
You got a rookie middle linebacker calling plays as the mic, and you got Zach Vaughn.
No, they still
I think-
scoring 20 mainly because
I think
of their
Dolphins-
field position.
To be honest
Their
with you, I
field
think
position.
Dolphins would have won. I think Dolphins would have won 7-6 by 1 point. Literally, the score probably would have been 7-6. To be honest with y'all, if Waddle was out the game because of COVID, because Waddle was their only guy doing something. Because I was talking to Dolphins fans there and after, and they literally said if it wasn't for Waddle, they think they would have lost. If he would have been on the COVID list, they probably would have won by 1 point. Remember, because we drew the pick six at the beginning of the game, 7-0. And then we scored only, 1 or 2 field goals during the game. So basically, the score would have been 7-6.
And that was a tip pass by Ian.
Yeah, and it was a tip pass. Somebody tipped it and intercepted it. So, like I said, we can't even, go back. We can't say we could have did this or could have do that, because it's already behind us and we lost. So we just got to take the L and just move on to this Panthers game. But in my opinion, y'all, my people that I feel like is going to step up tomorrow, number one, I really do think Kamara's already the number one guy. I feel like that's going to step up against this Panther defense. Since the first game, he didn't really do nothing against them. I feel like he wants to have his bounce back game against them and get his revenge on them. And the other person I would say on offense is, yes, I do believe Deontay Harris will eat, but I think Callaway is going to have a good game because my boy Callaway did good last year, especially against the Panthers, because for some reason I don't know how they don't know how to cover him. Plus, they're going to be focusing a little bit on Deontay Harris too now, with the deep passes. So I think you're going to see a little bit more Callaway getting the ball tomorrow. I think we're getting Adam Troutman and Dewan Johnson back this week, if I'm not mistaken. So we should have our tight ends back. Besides Nick Vannett. Nick Vannett went on the COVID list today, so we don't have Nick Vannett. So you got Troutman and Dewan Johnson. And then on defensive side, I think the people that's really going to step up, number one is Davenport and Cameron Jordan. Those two are going to eat on that D-line. And the other people I feel like that's going to eat is our linebackers. I think Kawan and Demorio Davis is ready to come back and play. They didn't want to sit in the Dolphins game because of the COVID. They ready to play. They're going to do the same thing like Cameron Jordan did when he went out against the Jets and couldn't play for that one game. I think they're going to come back and be hungry and be ready to play again. Especially Kawan. Because Kawan, if you've seen his Twitter and stuff, he was pissed off having to miss a game because of the stupid COVID shit. So those are my key players that I think that's going to have a big impact. So, got a creation. Who you think is going to have a nice impact? You think from offense and defense tomorrow?
Offense. The only person that I can see that could have anything remotely explosive is Alvin Kamara. If we had a serviceable QB, I feel like Deontay or Callaway could do something, but I just know one of them is going to be getting guarded by Stephon Gilmore, and they're not good enough to just do what they want to Gilmore. So
sorry to cut y'all off real quick too, but Tyrese, I wanted you to answer. Our boy Elite, right? Look what he put in here for you. He said Taysom Hill could go out there and throw 4 touchdowns, but would throw 4 for 44. So you got anything to say back to him? I mean, Pam and Wemby said you're right, Elite. So I mean, what's your saying to that, Tyrese? What you want to say to the chat about that? Because you Taysom Hill, you got to back him up, brother. You got to back him up.
Hey, look, I find that comment to be really retarded. Because I mean, if Taysom Hill throws 4 TDs, I mean, what's 40? What's 4 minus 44? 40. So 40 incompletions. What is there? 200 yards running? What is there? 100 yards rushing?
He probably would have 200-something yards rushing, to be honest.
200-something yards rushing. So what? That means the defense is going to shut them out. Because if he's saying that, well, I can't even go into specifics because you don't know how the flow of the game will go. Because those incompletions could be in the fourth. They could be spread out. And I mean, 4 TDs is a lot.
Oh, they said Gilmore's out. So I with that being said, I think
Gilmore's been getting exposed this season too. So
he wouldn't be getting exposed by Deontay or Callaway. He wouldn't be getting exposed by any of them.
Listen, it don't matter. They would have still gotten passes over him.
No, they wouldn't have. No,
yeah,
no.
You didn't even know Gilmore was out in this game anyway.
Yeah, I was supposed to know I don't pay attention to the opposition.
Exactly, you don't pay attention to.
Why would I pay attention? You didn't even know that. What?
Oh, I did. I just didn't want to say that because I'm laughing. You literally said Callaway is a bum.
Okay.
You said Callaway is a bum without certain players, and whatchamacallit with the Cowboys literally got 2 wide receivers to make him look good. Yeah, you can that, but you need to pay attention. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Bruh, Callaway isn't who you think. I don't know what you think Callaway is, but it's not a first stringer. So you need to stop acting like he's a first string receiver.
I didn't say he was a first stringer.
No, but you're acting like you're like, oh my God, you say he's a bum. Buddy, he's not a first or second string wide receiver. He's anybody to be considered good. You have to be somebody that is a first or a second stringer. Or if you're not one of those, you have to actually be producing.
He is. He's like a second stringer. What are you talking? You don't even know what you be saying a lot sometimes, too.
Bro, his dude has cool. He has 600 yards.
He got a 100-yard game.
He has 600 yards and had a 100-yard game. Oh my God! Like that's the only thing he's done. Like
a trash wide receiver not gonna do that though.
Plus, he had 2 touchdowns. I'll tell you this, don't forget, he did have a 2-touchdown game,
I'll
too.
tell you this, Deontay easily does more than him.
Who?
Deontay Harris. easily does more than him on the consistent.
To me, to be honest with you, Deontay Harris is a way better deep threat than him, especially deep balls.
Way better
but that's what we see a lot from Deontay Harris is deep. Sometimes you see the comeback routes I think are a little bit better. I think they should run Deontay Harris where it looked like he's going to go deep and make the defense bite and just let him come back because he's got them quick feet, right? He's quick, speed, and everything. Come back to the ball, and he can get easily a 10-yard pass easily and then use his footwork. And that's what I love to see. But I'm telling you, Callaway, to me, is not no bum receiver because, like I said, I think he's a really good number 3 receiver. He'll be a great receiver at number 4 if you had to line up 4 receivers. You put 3 other good receivers next to him. He'll be great because he'll be eating on these other corners that ain't good at all. But like I said, if we did have a dude like Michael Thomas on the field with him, I really do think he can eat being a number 2 receiver, to be honest with you. But him being number 1, no, he's not the best receiver out there trying to be number 1. But like I said, he is a solid number 2, really good number 3, in my opinion.
I agree.
I don't agree.
I can't call him a bum.
He's not a he's not a solid number 2 at all. Like against secondary corners, he's getting locked up.
I think you would get locked up too if you got a number 1 corner on you and you got a spy watching you because they think you're the best receiver on the field.
I said if he got secondary, if Michael Thomas was out there and Callaway would be getting secondary, he wouldn't be doing. He would probably.
I think he would. I think he would because just to be honest with you, when Michael Thomas is out there, they put the number 1 corner and number 2 watching his ass. They literally double team him, and what Versky said. Callaway is a physical wide receiver. Dante is a deep threat / speed threat. 2 different roles.
2 different roles, but same position.
Yeah. Because there is, but don't forget there is different receivers. Like remember I told you Michael Thomas is more of that physical type of player. He's gonna just go up and get it. Callaway can get it too and go up with it. That's what I'm saying. That's what he did really good in college. They always threw him deep balls in the end zone. They would throw back shoulders, just 1v1 with somebody, and he'll literally march them in the end zone in college. And this year he showed you with the Washington football team game when he scored 2 touchdowns, went up for both of them, and grabbed them. So I'm saying he is a physical receiver. Deontay is more of your deep threat and all that. That's why they're saying you can't just have 3 physical receivers on the field and expect to win. You need to have a little bit of each. Like a Michael Thomas, a physical guy. You need to have a deep threat like Deontay Harris and have you a nice slot receiver too that can do anything. So I'm saying you got to have multiple receivers. You can't just say, Deontay Harris is better than Callaway when, Deontay Harris is going to be better because he's faster and everything. He looks better down the field and stuff, but does he really look better being a physical? No, he's too small to get physical.
Is he? I'm talking about just playing wide receiver. Is he or is he not better than Callaway?
I don't. If I'm saying I don't know, I wouldn't be able to say who's better because Callaway got 600. Because like Callaway has 600 yards, 6 TDs. My boy Deontay Harris has 400 yards, I think it is, and only 3 TDs. So I wouldn't be able to say who's better now. If you go look at the stats and say who's better right now, Callaway's the better guy on paper right now. Looking at the stats.
Well, yeah, he also has like 20, 30 more carries than him, so that's not even a fair stat. So,
will explode next year after my
but don't forget, with less touches, but you also gotta look at it like this too. With less touches, Deontay Harris should have more yards than him anyway because all his stuff comes off of the deep threat, off of those deep bombs. And he brings it like 70 yards down the field. That's a 70-yard bomb because you did a deep pass. Why?
Because the only person that could actually throw worth a damn is out, and he got her week 8.
Yeah, but now we got to see. But I know, but since that we haven't seen nothing, and that's the only yards he really had is 400. So for that's what I'm saying. He should have a little bit more yards than Callaway with a little bit less catches because, like I said, more of his stuff is deep than Callaway. Callaway usually don't go deep.
Look at what the number of 504 CO. He said Callaway gets a bully at the line of scrimmage and gets knocked off his routes. That's exactly what. What he said.
He said he is improving. but he is improving every game. Every game he's getting better and better.
Cool. He can
So
keep
you can
improving.
say, but you can't
Not worse.
say. But this is how I see it. If a guy
Until
can't,
he's good.
if the guy can't catch, if he doesn't have barely no yards, not even a touchdown in NFL, not even a touchdown, barely catches like maybe 10 catches on the season and barely no yards, then you can say that dude's a bum. But you can't say a guy's bum with 6 TDs for you, 600 yards, and he's doing what he can at number one.
Because
When I
of the
told you
QB.
he's not supposed to be your number one, but
Because
he's
of the
not.
QB.
Because of the
He's only had this much success because of Sean Payton's scheming and him and Jameis literally have to force feed him to do good.
But no.
If he's not getting
Remember,
forced, he's not
but you
gonna be
forgot.
doing good.
But did you forget the 100-yard game he had with Taysom Hill against the Bucks?
That's his only good game.
That's a good game with a
Just
bad
said
quarterback.
Jameis carried him,
So hold on. Let me ask you this question.
Logic.
Hold on. Let me ask you this
Yes,
question.
besides
I think this might sound different. Hold on. This might be a different one. This might be a different way. This might be a different way to ask you. I get you. Because you remember how you said Taysom Hill sucks at quarterback. He can't throw the ball.
Yes.
And you remember I said the same thing. I don't think he can. But you can't call Callaway a bum if he can catch 100 plus yards with a bum ass quarterback. That means he did something in that game to actually get 100 yards. He worked hard for that.
Corners covering him. If he had any,
but it's a Buck defense. It's a top 4 defense. They're like a top 4 or 5 defense.
Yes, not for their corners. So you can't.
No,
yes, you can do whatever you want. This is the NFL. But don't forget, this is the NFL.
Because
this is the NFL.
Defense. They're a top defense. I don't care. It's a top defense because they're D line, not because they're corners.
No, it's not. It's everything that contributes to that.
Their corners win them games too with picks. I mean, how do you think they won last year? How do you think they won last year against us in the playoffs? They got a bunch of picks.
How do you think they won the Super Bowl?
We're talking about this year.
We're not talking about the same team.
It's the same.
They're the same team.
Doesn't matter. What,
it does matter.
What are they
the
good at
team.
this year? Have they been good like they have been with passing? No. So y'all want to see?
It's
y'all
the
have
same
to
squad with Callaway.
Y'all really have to bring up. I don't give a damn if it's the same squad because they haven't been
it's the same people playing. It's the same Super Bowl team. It's the same team that went off on this team.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It does.
But
no, it doesn't.
Just because he went off on the Bucks, it ain't like you saying, okay, Callaway had a good game against the Jets because the Jets sucks. He didn't have a good game like that with him because all we had to do was run the ball with Kamara. The Tampa Bay game, you can't just run the ball; you got to pass the ball. And Taysom Hill, like I said, ain't really the best passing quarterback. But for a guy to get 100 and something yards in a game against the Bucks, of the defending champs, and with Taysom Hill at quarterback, I can't call that dude a bum.
That's extrapolating. Like I said, y'all can't just extrapolate. Oh, it's a Bucks defense. Stop trying to act like Bucks defense is known for.
You need to stop.
So quick question. Quick question for you. Shutting
down wide receivers.
So let me ask you this. I gotta ask you a question. So this will be my question for you. Oh, so if Callaway's, let's say you say he's decent to be a number 3 receiver, right? That's decent for him. You can rank him at number 3. What yardage should a number 3 receiver get? Like how many yards should he get in a season normally? Because your number 1s and number 2s are producing about 1,000, right?
You said no. You said what?
All right, so Callaway, right?
He be getting?
No, I'm saying so. If Callaway is a decent number 3 receiver, how much should a number like a receiver number 3? How many yards should they get in a season normally? Because I'm saying your number 1 and your number 2 are normally about 1,000. Yeah, I'm saying
if they're at number 3, and if they're at number 3, if they're any good,
his new name is Deontay Hardy.
Having 350 yards a season.
350 yards to be a number 3, right? So he's basically a number 3 receiver, but he's playing number 1 and he's got 600 and something yards. And like I said, half of the season he ain't had Jameis Winston. With Jameis Winston at QB, who he trained with all season with, and was doing good before he went out, I really do think this man could have had a 1,000-yard season. Really could. But you're not seeing it like that because we don't have a good quarterback. We don't have a QB that's accurate, that's helping out Callaway.
So tell me why, if Callaway was so good, right? If Callaway was so this magnificent receiver, why are we struggling with offense?
Wait, we're
Because
not
of the
saying he's
QB, the
magnificent.
O-line.
We're saying he's
QB,
not garbage
O-line.
like you are.
If
We're not saying he a
I can
superstar. We're saying
guarantee
he a
this.
good role player.
I can tell you, yes, role players aren't good. They're not overall.
What?
They're not good
What are you
compared
You
to
saying?
need role
everybody
players to
else.
win it.
Come on.
But you got to realize that's why we won a Super Bowl, because of role players.
Yeah,
Because we didn't.
yes, but
Remember, our
guess
Super
what? You
Bowl
have to
team
have the
wasn't all
big
full of
players.
studs. You
You have
had
to have
Marcus
the
Carson.
big
Marcus
players.
Carson was your big receiver. Derrick Henderson was your role player. I can say Derrick Henderson was your Deontay Harris, your speedster guy down the field, caught everything. Willie Snead and not Willie Snead. What was his name? Lance Moore is basically kind of like a Callaway, but Callaway's just a more physical Lance Moore. He can make your key plays. You know, he can catch the catches. He's your role player. You need those players in the thing to win a Super Bowl. We only had one good star at receiver, and that was Marcus Cousins. That's the guy you can say he had over 1,000 yards, you know, with us. Derrick Henderson was more of a role player too, but a deep pass like Deontay Harris. And that's what we're saying. You got to have it. Michael Gallup's a role player, but you said he's not a bum.
Exactly.
Yeah, but role play, yes, role players are cool. But guess what? In order for them to actually sign, you actually have to have the elite people.
That's what you just said
That's
That's what
what
we've
they
been saying.
planned on.
That's what we've been saying.
Bro, come on, bro.
That's
I know,
why.
but
That's
y'all-
why.
y'all
That's
talking
what they planned on.
y'all- So that doesn't make him good.
He is
you
good
say
for
that
having
doesn't make
600
him
yards.
good.
Okay, listen.
It
So
doesn't
you
make
tell me.
him good at all.
So tell me this. So tell me this. So you telling me a number one receiver average normally around 1,000 yards a season? That means they're really good because they got 1,000 yards in a season.
Yeah.
But you telling me a bum player who's not supposed to be number one, he's supposed to have the number one like Michael Thomas on the field to help him succeed, but he still got over 600 yards right now and 6 touchdowns for a number one receiver, but you're calling him a bum. That means he's almost there to that 1,000 to be the number one, but for the half of the rest of the season so far, he has no QB that can draw it really good to him, so that kind of effed up his yards. But guess what? He still got a 100-yard game, but he still got 400 yards.
He's still
But that's
400
8 games.
yards away. That's a lot.
That's what. So
That's like-
let me
that's
count the games.
almost
Let me count the
half
games.
his
Let me
yards.
count the games.
That's
Let me
over
count
his
the games
half-
for you. Let me count the games. So let me see. When did he go out? Bucks game. Bucks
And
game.
not
Bucks
to
game. When did he
mention,
went
you
out?
said 1,000 yards. Yeah, that's good. But guess what? That was when we had less games.
2,
That-
3, 4, 5,
and he's had
6,
more
7,
games,
8,
and he
9.
doesn't have
So that's 9 games. 9 games without Jameis Winston at QB. That help him out.
And besides that 100-yard game he had where he did fine, what else has he done?
I told you.
Question,
The Washington
bro.
football
Hold
game.
on.
2 touchdowns. 2 TDs in one game. That's nothing for you?
How can you
Two
say
touchdowns.
Taysom Hill bad and then blame the man for not doing what you want him to do? Like that makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense.
I'm not saying he's bad because of Taysom. I'm not saying Taysom
You're saying
isn't
bad,
helping
period,
him.
though.
I'm not saying Taysom isn't helping him, but
Well, if
say-
he got 100, okay, let's move on from Taysom because I
Yeah.
don't want to gridlock it. You know, let's just focus on Callaway.
but guess what? Because look at this. Who name a receiver that Callaway's better than that starts for the Bucks?
That start for the Bucks?
Yes.
Currently? You
Well,
mean
I
currently?
mean,
Nope.
if you say currently
No,
right
not
now.
currently.
He
No,
better than Scotty
no,
Miller.
no, I'm not talking
And Tyler
currently. I'm
Johnson.
talking about when the whole team is healthy. Which of those 3 receivers is he better than?
Well, you're
They
not
got
gonna
3
say.
wide receiver ones.
Yeah, they literally got 3 wide receivers number one. They got
Right.
Antonio Brown, who used to be a starter number one. Oh, he could be anywhere if he didn't decide just to go to the Bucks. Mike
Okay,
Evans
so
has been there number one,
none
and
of-
Chris Godwin
so
is number one.
He's better than none. That's the point.
But
That's not a
why
point.
give
They
me
number
number
ones.
Mike Evans.
They are
make
number one
the case
receivers.
Dude,
though.
they're
No
elite.
one's saying
They're drafted. They're drafted too.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, because they're good. That's the point, because they're
well,
good.
they number one receivers.
You are not good.
Callaway was
But they-
If you
but-
will go undrafted,
listen,
you are not
so
good.
For a guy to
At
be a
all.
number 2
What?
receiver or a number 3 does not mean they are a bum, because you need 3 receivers on the field most of the time to play. So if you're on the field at a number 3 receiver, that means you're good because you actually start in the game. You are on the field, so you can't just say he's a bum.
That's not something because he's good. It's just the fact that we barely draft any receivers.
This
But
sounds like
is it? But how are you saying he's not producing? 600 yards, 6 TDs. How are you gonna say that's not producing?
And Sean Payton chose
With no QB for 9 games, no QB, no actual QB. Because like I said, I do think Trevor Simmons is good, but he's not a Jameis Winston that can help Callaway out. You need a QB.
Yeah, but he's actually serviceable
But
with.
But what about Michael
with
Gallup?
Patrick.
Please tell me about Michael. So argue with me about the Michael Gallup thing then, because remember he's got Dak Prescott. They got a healthy O line. Why can't he get help? He's got CeeDee Lamb and Cooper to feed off of, but he doesn't. He's still got less yards and touchdowns than Callaway. But Callaway's a
Yeah,
bum.
because Callaway's playing number one. He's getting
And
number one.
hey, and don't forget, when we had this conversation last night, I even said, I said, you basically just calling him a bum because we're 7-8. But I said, if we had a winning record and we was making it to the playoffs right now, you wouldn't be saying nothing because we're winning and you can't say he's losing us no games.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. You're blaming it all on him. So you're blaming it all on him. You're blaming it all on him. And it's not all his fault.
Wide receivers, all the wide
And
receivers.
so Deontay Harris is a bum then, right? Because you said Deontay Harris, you said all receivers just now. Deontay Harris is a receiver, but you said he was a bum.
Deontay Harris also provides more than just being a wide receiver.
No, Callaway does punt returns too. Remember when Deontay Harris was out?
To say that. When he was
So you can't say that.
Okay,
So what's the excuse there now?
Who's better? Who's better at it?
Who's better return man? Deontay Harris.
Yes.
But Callaway can do it.
So who cares
But Callaway
about
can do it too.
Callaway returning anything? He can stay his ass on the sideline because he doesn't matter.
I think where it is. I think where it is. You just hating on him because we don't have a winning record. Like I said, why are you gonna blame everything on a receiver? And it's only his second damn season in the NFL, and he's forced to be the number one, and he's not producing like you want to. But us as Saints fans, we know like, hey, we can support this dude because he can still get us 600 yards right now with a bum quarterback that you're calling him. You're calling him a bum quarterback. So
yes, but
that's mine.
My thing is, it's not like we can just magically give him a good quarterback.
Jameis Winston is your quarterback, but he got hurt.
Yeah,
so that's not our fault. If he would have stayed healthy,
out.
he would have had 1,000-yard season. That's what I'm saying. If he would have stayed healthy, Callaway would have had 1,000-yard season.
And I don't think that's the case at all.
Well, you don't think so? How is he got 600 yards right now with a bum-ass quarterback?
You know what also proves my point? What
proves your point?
The reason why he has 600 yards is because he capitalizes off of when he has bad competition. Every time he has good competition, he doesn't do shit. Every time there's a number one corner in his face, he's not doing a damn thing.
Well, guess what? When you're going against a number one corner and you're not a number one wide receiver, I don't expect the young man to do it. But you see what he does against some of the bum people. That's who he's going to be lined up against. When you got a number one receiver. What I'm trying to tell you, when you have Michael Thomas on the field, you're gonna eat up on the bum cornerbacks, and that's what he's gonna do against Tampa every year. When Michael Thomas is out there getting all the freaking, everybody's gonna be on him. Then he's gonna be eating, and then you're still gonna call him a bum. Oh, could he fed off of him? Well, guess what? Not everybody in the NFL is a number one receiver, so you're gonna call everybody else that's a number two receiver a bum because they are number two. They're not the number one on the team.
No,
that's what you're basically going with.
This one's number two.
No, because remember the conversation we had last night. No. You said role players are bad. That's what you just said, and you said the same shit last night. Remember,
role players.
But don't forget, no. But don't forget, you said last night. You said, but don't forget what you said last night because I remember, and we can go back and listen to it. I'm telling you, you literally told me last night if Michael Thomas played, but Callaway played number two receiver. And he fed off of him, you would still call him a bum because of that. But he's a number two receiver now, feeding off. So what's the difference now? He's eating off of him, and he's your number two receiver, so he's not a bum.
Say number two. A matter of fact, I remember saying that if he was third, and we had a receiver we drafted that was playing second, and Michael Thomas being number one, that okay, cool. Like then he just doing what he's supposed to do, and just kill this weak ass competition. Good for him if he kills a weak-ass competition, but do something worthwhile. Do something to where I'm like, damn, Callaway, you actually doing something, man. You actually
so having a 2-touchdown game. So quick question. So having a 2-touchdown game this year, having a 100-yard game
against what?
But hold on. But this is what makes it. But this is what makes sense. Hey, the Washington football team, they have a good corner. They got a good defense, so you can't say nothing about that. And then the Bucs defense has a good defense too. Fuller.
What corner?
Fuller.
Oh, was Fuller on him?
Yes, Fuller was on him because he's your number one receiver.
On him most of the game, he was on him.
Yes. Who was all? Let me say this. Who was all on him in the end zone on a halftime pass? Every mother effer person was back there, and he still caught it. but that's not. But he's a bum. I mean, like you can't be saying a dude's a bum when he's doing stuff for you. It's like it don't make no sense to me. Like I really don't understand. Now, if you just said he's a decent receiver because look at him doing what he can do, but this is my thing that I said last night, and I'll say it again.
Right.
But that's what I'm gonna say. For a dude to get 600 yards and 6 TDs with a bum ass quarterback right now, and you lost your boy Jameis Winston that actually was his man that he was training with, and to do all of this, and to be really a number 3, even if you want to say a number 4 receiver, and to be undrafted, to do this in the NFL, that means he's got talent. He's not a bum. To be undrafted and to do this right now in the NFL in your second season,
So
you're not a bum.
is he replaceable?
Who? Callaway?
Yes.
Anybody, any role player can be replaceable if you find another role player.
No.
Yeah. Anybody replaceable.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like Michael Thomas. Is he replaceable? You can say probably not because he's probably one of the best receivers in the league. But if you go pull over here, is Deontay Harris a role player? Yes. Is he replaceable? Yes. You can go find another return guy, another dude that can do a receiver.
Returner like him.
He's not.
Yes, you can. You got other people in the
Bro,
they got
it's
other
not
people in
one
the
of
NFL that
those.
return.
Who's
Bro,
playing
Deontay Harris
return
is
game and
undrafted.
receiver is good this year?
And like Borowski says, anyone in the NFL is
Harden on the
replaceable.
Chiefs.
Yeah, man, that's a dumbass statement. Anyone
No,
in
it's
the
not.
NFL is replaceable. No shit. But I'm talking when I mean replaceable, I mean something that's not stupid. Like not a stupid decision to replace him.
Well, why you asked is
Deontay
if you can
Harris
replace
is
him.
replaceable.
Deontay Harris is replaceable.
Yeah.
Callaway
Who's
is
playing-
replaceable. Michael
who
Thomas
would
might not be replaceable.
Who would be
Deontay Harris?
replaceable with? That's like
Deontay Harris, we already said. He just said it. The dude from the Chiefs. He returns the balls and he's a
Who?
fast man downfield. The
dude
guy,
from
what's
the
his name?
Chiefs.
Harmon? I think his name's Harmon or something like that. He's really quick. He can return the ball
Hartman's
well.
a second string wide receiver.
Oh my
A second
God.
string?
Yes,
Bro.
second string. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
he plays second string for it.
Second string or third string. I mean, technically he's a second string, but technically he's a third string because they got a really great tight end that's probably their number one target over Tyreek Hill. So he's basically your third string. So he's a bum. Remember, he's a bum. So that's what I'm trying to say, man. It's like this is what
He's
see
not
like
a
my
bum
boy Nick said.
because he's not
This is
third
what I
string.
like. See, Nate, this is
He's
why we
second
have this.
string.
This is why we have this podcast, man. He said the tension is getting high in here. Hey, it is, but guess what? At the end of the day, we all still Saints fans. We all just talking our own opinions and our stuff. That's what is good about this because it brings more views in here. Because people gonna be like, oh damn, they always attend some of this damn bitch. Yeah, we are because we got a different thoughts.
I don't like agreeing with people
It's
all the
funny.
time,
It's funny. It's funny because you got 1 second you got me, Tyrese, and King Kamara arguing, got a crazy calling my boy the bum, but then the next second you got me, got a crazy and King Kamara picking on Tyrese because Taysom Hill's a bum. You know what I'm saying? It's just different ways. Like you don't hear one person, you don't hear all of us really agreeing on everything basically because we all got different opinions, and that's a good thing. And that's good because you like to see other people's thoughts.
I like how you got elite goods thinking like, oh man, I'm trolling, bro. I'm not trolling at all, man. Like
It's just his thoughts.
Like man, like
See, Elite
man,
don't like my Taysom thing. He think I'm trolling.
man,
I used to think you was trolling. I ain't gonna lie.
like elite, bro. Like no, nothing. Like y'all can't tell me that. Like when y'all can't tell me that Callaway's anything special.
He's special right now because he's
Like,
healthy.
what you
At
mean
least
by
he's playing.
special?
You said what?
Like what you
Who,
mean by
me?
special?
What I mean by special, I mean like when you looking at them, you like, man, I want them to be a Saint like for a minute. Like when you look at Kamara, like you like, damn man, like I don't want that nigga to ever leave, man.
You know why? You want me to tell you
Who
why?
got
You want me
those
to tell you? You want me to tell you?
expectations for
You want me to tell? Hold on. You want me to tell you what I like about? You want me to tell you what I like about Callaway and why I think that he'll be a good fit for us forever? Because if you get a number 1 or a number 2 receiver, it don't matter who you get to add with Michael Thomas. Like I said, I still think he will eat at number 3. Second of all, if Deontay Harris goes down, you can put him at punt return because he did punt return in college and he did it in the NFL so far too. And also number 3, he's a really good blocking receiver. That's why they got him too because he can block on the run. Really good receiver. And number 4, he's marching people in the end zone because he's tall, he's physical, and he jumps up for it, and he can hold on to it. That's why I think he's a good role player all around and can do anything you need him to. He's like a Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill can do anything you want. You can, put him at tight end, put him at running back, put him at receiver, put him at QB if you need him to run QB option. You know what I'm saying? Special teams, you can do anything. Callaway played special teams last year for his first rookie year, remember? So you can do anything.
Yeah.
He's not even a good number 2. He's a good number 3. Callaway's a
Okay.
good number 3.
Okay, and what's wrong with a number 3? You still got to have
What's wrong with
a
a
good
number 3? You don't trust it. You don't plan anything for number 3.
If you don't trust, now listen to what she said. You say if you don't trust him. If you don't trust him, then why the hell is he on the field? He's on the field because
why the hell he's on. That's a good damn question. Why the hell is he on the field?
Because he's good. Why are you not on the field? Why are you not on the field?
He will be playing.
Why he's on the field?
If he was good, he will be getting. He will be a number 1 receiver or second.
No, you don't have to be a number 1 receiver
or a second string receiver.
You are what it is. What it is. I think you so into your feelings about Michael Thomas not being here and not doing that. So you expecting him to be the Michael Thomas. He's not a Michael Thomas. We telling you he's not a number 1 receiver.
You know why?
He's more of a 2 or a number 3, depending. But you still need a number 2, and you still need a number 3 receiver.
You know why he's not? Because he's not good.
No, why he's not good? Why is he not good? Tell me why he's not good. Tell me what he did wrong this season that he didn't. And all you're gonna say is, he dropped some of the passes and stuff. Everybody dropped passes. Everybody drops passes. Okay, let me say it like this. Let me say it about this. Devontae Adams. What did he do when he first came in the league? He was a bum. Look at him now. He's a stud.
He was a second-round pick.
So I'm saying second round. Callaway is undrafted.
Fuck him.
Well, you hate him because everybody like the reason why you hate I think the reason why you hate Devontae Adams is because people say he's better than Michael Thomas right now, and that's why you hate on him. I think you just love Michael Thomas so much, and you expect everybody to be just like him. Not everybody. You are not gonna have. Listen to this. You're not gonna have 3 Michael Thomas on a team unless you're fucking Tom Brady and you get what you want.
Right. And Hoodie, when did Michael Thomas even go into his role of being legendary?
No, his first year when he first got in this motherfucker, he was elite.
Him and Brandon Cook together, and then they got rid of Brandon Cook.
When he first put on that number 13,
okay, all right. Now you're just being a fanboy right now. Like
true. I love this too.
So you saying as soon as he
I love what Nick said.
Top 5.
I love what Nick said, y'all. Nick said you can't judge Callaway in a season when he's got 4 starting quarterbacks in the season too. You switching through all quarterbacks because it's like this. Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb are gonna eat together because they practice all season. That's your starting quarterback. I think he's just hurt because of Michael Thomas. I think that's what it is. I think he's hurt over Michael Thomas.
Because I'm trading Michael Thomas for Thielen and Jefferson. I don't care.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah.
He said, "Whom calls Callaway a bum with a straight face?" I do. I
think he's the only one. I think he's the only one that can call him a bum.
I'm the only one that can. Bro, like bro, Callaway is so replaceable, bro. He's like I said,
every role player is.
Every role player will be replaceable. Anybody can be replaced. We agree with you on the role player, but what we're trying to say is for a role player. Well, basically, that's all you got as a role player right now because Thomas is your only receiver now because you don't have him in the Sanders. They let him walk, and Michael Thomas is out. So guess what? This is what I'm gonna tell you, and this I think this will be my last shit that I'll probably say, and then we can move on to something else because we're gonna keep going over the same shit. But the last thing I'm gonna tell you is that for a role fucking player, a dude that's undrafted, to do what he's got to do when we tell you he's a role player, Michael Thomas, he's not a starting one. No, because listen,
that's a valid point.
Yeah, it's a valid point. You're undrafted. That means you're not supposed to be in the NFL. That means you're a bum, right? You're not supposed to be in the NFL. You didn't get drafted. But he came over here. He tried out for the Saints. He tried out for the Saints. The Saints loved the way they did. They used him last year on blocking. They used him in some of the games. They actually started him when people couldn't play because of COVID. He did good against the Panthers. Had a good-ass game. And then this year, he has to be the starter because your boy that you love so much is a bum now for the last 2 years. And he's out there doing something right there. And you're mad at him because he got 600 yards and 6 TDs with a bum-ass quarterback for 9 games straight. I'm telling you, for 9 of those games, he could have at least had almost 1,000 yards already. I'm telling you, I would have bet on it.
Yeah, you know what? To be fair, you're right. He does have a bum in number 7 trying to throw to him.
Oh, but hell no, stop it.
Oh, he's doing that for Tyreek now. He did have to say that to mess with Tyreek. He did
that. Go ahead,
but like, and you know what? He might actually would have 1,000 yards if
Wait, hold on. One more question too. One more question before you finish that. So this is my other question. I think that's gonna kill you too. All right. So you remember how you said, "Oh, if you're not drafted, then you're a bum," right? That's why you didn't get drafted. You shouldn't be in the NFL. Look at Deontay Harris. He's not a bum to you, but he was undrafted too. But look where he's at now because he's shining out. And Deontay Harris shined out on his punt returns. Yeah, on his punt
He
returns
proved
and
his.
stuff.
He
And
proved his.
now he's doing good. And now he's
Exactly.
doing good at
He
receiver
proved his
too.
worth.
And
He proved
Callaway
his
is proving
worth.
himself
You know
too
what I'm
right
saying?
now. Callaway's proven to me he can be a
He proved
receiver on
his
our team,
worth.
but you don't. But he's not proving it to
I've seen
you.
him I've seen him have plays like, oh my God, Deontay, man, like you just really helped our team out. Like Callaway, man, I'm like, man, what the
So what
fuck
he didn't do?
Callaway at, man?
So them
Where
Hail
the hell
Marys
he
ain't
at?
get you
Where he
excited?
at,
You ain't be
man?
like, that dude
It's
nice?
like,
Like, what?
man, it's like, what
Hey,
was it's like
you got it,
Callaway,
Christian.
bro?
My boy V. Roski said. Holy said he just said Callaway might have 1,000 yard season. Because you said it already. Like you said, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he probably could have had it if he would have had Winston instead of that bum number 7. And then Tyree said, no, not there. You're not talking about my number 7.
Oh, he
If that was
said
the case,
you can't compare
shit.
Mark Ingram's like first 3 years to Callaway because one Callaway
Nick,
has yet to
hey Nick,
have
hey
3
Nick,
years.
Yeah, you can.
hey Nick,
Ingram will prove it.
504, Nick 504, V Roski, everybody that's in the chat, hear me because I don't know if you was in here last night when we was talking about this, and I'll pull it up again for my boy God of Creation and say it like this too. I said, if you get drafted, right, you're probably not a bum because you're making it to the NFL, and now you got to prove what you got to do in the NFL. But guess what? And this is the perfect conversation we had last night, and I know he remembers this. Who got drafted in the first round and was a complete bum and played for the Saints? Anybody remember from last night's conversation?
He said Cesar Ruiz.
No, not that. He's a receiver. Remember? Because he said he's
Oh,
more than a
Brandon
mother effing bum. No. He said he's more than
No,
an effing
Brandon
bum.
Cooks was a god, man. What?
No. Brandon Cook was good. Remember? Kevin
Right.
White got drafted by the Bears.
Oh yeah.
Number 1 receiver.
But,
Oh,
Number
I thought you
1
talking about
first
drafted
round
by the
pick.
Saints.
He was first round pick.
elite bum, elite trash can.
You heard that? Yeah, elite bum.
Elite shitter.
Callaway undrafted can actually catch and get yards and touchdowns for you. So he not a bum. I was a bum if you were a first round pick and couldn't do nothing.
Oh,
So that's a bum.
That's
Now
a
coming undrafted and being able to do stuff on the field as an undrafted player, which means you're not drafted. I mean, you're not really supposed to be in the NFL because they didn't see nothing in you to draft you. That means you're not supposed to do it. But if they see something in you and they actually brought you on the team and you actually starting because you got nobody here and you actually still producing, having 600 yards with a bum quarterback and 6 touchdowns, that's all I can say. You're not a damn bum receiver. I got to say you're pretty damn good in my eyes. Because now if Callaway had 200 yards, still right now and only 1 touchdown or whatever and barely no catches, I'd be like, F it. He can't do shit. But he's actually doing production, and I don't know where my guy creates. I don't know if his shit lad. He got tired of me talking about my boy Callaway. I don't know which one it is. We're going to see if he pops up back up in here. We'll know in a second. But I'm saying everybody in the chat agrees with us too. Callaway's not a bum because we actually see him and we actually see what he's doing. In my eyes, he can't be a bum because to be undrafted and to be doing what you're doing and being put into the fire, being the number 1 receiver because your number 1 ain't here, he's doing pretty damn well. And like I said, why is Michael Gallup, who's our number 3 receiver, with a great-ass quarterback in Dak Prescott, with a great O-line that protects for him, they have time to throw the ball, with a dude like C.D. Lamb and Cooper to get open so you get the feed off of them, and you're telling me you got less catches, less yards, and less touchdowns than Callaway? But you can say, oh, yeah, but he is the number 1, so he's getting more feed. Well, yeah, he's your number 1. That's why they're giving him the number 1 reps, because they think he's the number 1 over Deontay Harris. They just think he's better.
Facts.
He's more physical. He is more physical. Deontay Harris. Deontay Harris is small. He's gonna be your deep threat or your comeback guy or your screen pass, throw a screen, boom, run the ball, and he can give you some yardage. Callaway is your physical guy, like a Michael Thomas, but he's just not the Michael Thomas guy. He's just not that dude. But he is a good player and a good role player that you need on a team to be successful. You can't just have freaking 4 Michael Thomas, like I said, unless you're Tom Brady. You get what you want.
And we
That's what I'm saying.
Had Sean Payton.
He's improved
was
every
not
year.
playing around.
Yep, and I don't know what happened. They got it crazy. I don't know if his phone died because I remember his phone died last night too, and he hopped back then. So we'll see. But we'll give him some time. So let's change the subject, before we can stop arguing about Callaway and shit. But what else y'all want to talk about? Oh yeah, let's talk about this offseason coming up. But the free agency, like a lot of people in the chat are saying, especially 504 Co. He said he would love to see us get Mike Williams. He said just think of a Mike and Mike playing together, and he said Deontay Harris and Callaway on the field.
Oh man,
that sounds good to me.
But how much money is he gonna want though?
Exactly. Yeah, I don't.
He probably gonna.
I'm not too sure about
He's
that.
probably
That's why I
gonna.
want
He's probably gonna want the number 1 money. But if you can, find a way to put the contract in there, like they do with all the other receivers and earn your money because you can prove yourself and get it, then I think we could maybe sneak them in here. I think we really could.
Sheesh, I hope, because my thing is this is like I'm riding high, on a number one wide receiver, because like they got so many wide receivers, in this draft. Like they just had that guy from Ohio, he went off. I know he's playing.
Man, I wish he was in this year's draft, man. I wish he was, man. Oh my god.
I mean, like Nick said, I would like it too. Nick said I want Brandon Cook back. Just think of a Brandon Cook and Michael Thomas together because we had them for one season, we did good, and then they released. I think they tried. No, I think he wanted to go with Mark Ingram when Mark Ingram got traded because he said he wanted out too, but they wouldn't let him go. The Texans said you're not going nowhere.
Texans
but,
is pathetic.
But if he does have like if he does be a free agent next year, or they find a way to let him walk the way he can do what he wants to do, I think he would have a good shot at coming to our team. Or it would be us, or it would probably be the Patriots. He might reunite with them. But I really do think it would be with us because of Mark Ingram. He loves Mark Ingram as a brother. So I can see that happening.
Right. And Brandon
I
Cooks,
agree with what Broski said.
What he said.
To be honest, if MT comes back 100%, I'd be fine with just one other wide receiver for our number 2 role. Yeah, because we definitely need a number 2 wide receiver, man. Because, Michael Thomas has been getting injured.
Like if we can find us. Like if we can go get like Williams from Alabama or Olaf or somebody like that, and they start producing like a CeeDee Lamb, we will be unstoppable because Callaway can literally be your number 3. Deontay Harris can be in on the plays that you really want to go deep and get open downfield. He'll be great, and you can still use him.
Open space.
Yeah, give him an open space, and then you can use him more with his punt return skills, and he doesn't have to worry about if he got hurt. You didn't lose no receiver on the play because you still got Callaway, you still got your number 2, and Michael Thomas. It's like I don't understand what he was going with. Oh, he's a role player, so he's a bum. You know how many NFL players are role players, and that's why people win because of them. Most people win because you got role players, and that's why now that's why. And to be honest with you, that's why we still 7-8 right now after all the shit that we've been through because we got good role players. It's just that the COVID and shit fucked us up so bad where your role players come in and then you got to hire somebody off the street to block for your quarterback. So, I mean, with injuries and COVID and all that, that's what takes your role players away. And that's why I told everybody. I think next year is going to be a great year. And I already showed y'all the video last night. So if y'all want to go rewatch it or whatever, there's a video of Jameis Winston literally already on his one leg, already trying to balance and toss the ball back and forth with people. I'm telling you, no. We're gonna have to show respect to Tyrese and say Taysom time right now because there is no Jameis time right now. It's only Taysom time right now.
Yeah,
but after the season,
show respect to the Saints, man. We trying to win.
But after the season, though, I think it will be Jameis time again, unless they look to where I was, like I said, towards an Aaron Rodgers or a Russell Wilson type of guy. So we're gonna see, but. I would like to see this, to be honest with you. I would love to see the Saints give Jameis another shot, right? Let him get another 1-year deal. Let him prove it to you again. Sign him to another 1-year deal. And also sign somebody and also help out your line and shit, right? But also, why not sign like a Mr. Trubisky as a backup and have him compete with Jameis Winston and see how he does? Because everybody said ever since he left Chicago with that bad Matt Nagy as his coach and them, he's been doing really good behind Josh Allen and them, and says he's been really good with the Bills. So I'm saying he might be better under Sean Payton. So I wouldn't mind seeing a Trubisky back there or getting you a Marcus Mariota to back him up because you got you a good solid quarterback to back up if Winston did go down again because of something.
Man, Matt
My only problem with that is that makes the Ian Book pick look ridiculous if we bring in another veteran quarterback with James.
But he's still young though. So I mean, some people that get drafted. But some people that get drafted usually get redshirted the first year, and usually the second year they try to redshirt them too. Like they let you play preseason, then you get redshirted all year. You learn. Then the next year they let you play preseason again, and they want you to redshirt and still learn until they feel like you're ready for that NFL starting quarterback position. Then they say, okay, bye bye to whoever is starting right now, and that's what happened to Fitzpatrick with Tua. They start. For some reason, when Fitzpatrick was winning 2 or 3 games in a row, they just said, okay, bye-bye, I think Tua's ready. What? Fitzpatrick's winning you games. Are you stupid? And I think that's and that's what some of the Dolphins people said that I did the collabs and shit with them. They literally said the same shit. They said they think they should have redshirted Tua and then played in the next season and let Fitzpatrick finish the season off.
Well, here's the thing, Jude, about Fitzpatrick. What Dolphins fans should have known is that Fitzpatrick would have fizzled out at some point of the season. That's why they got the name for him, Fitzmagic and Fitztragic, or Fitz.
Hey, he was on the road though with the Dolphins. They were playing everything safe with him too. You know, they were doing the same thing Tua was running. Be safe with the ball, and he was looking good. That's what I was saying. I mean, just thinking that. I mean, do y'all remember that year when he came to the Dome and destroyed our defense?
Yeah, 2018.
Oh yeah, he was
with
going
the,
off.
with the Bucs. He was just killing it.
Destroyed in the first few games.
So I mean, that's how it is though. But I mean, what year was that? Was that last year? Yeah, last year was our first year, and no, it wasn't it like last year our first year.
2017, I think.
It was 20. I thought for some reason it was last year was our first year that we actually won our first game of the season. It was against the Bucs, and they said that was like our first game ever, winning our first game of the season in like years.
No, that was the Texans.
That was the Texans game.
Yeah, because
I love that game.
Because last year when we played Tom Brady in the first game, we beat him.
Right.
So who was
that Fitzmagic game had to be 2017.
That was like
it was 2018
or 20.
Yeah, that. I was talking about like no, I was trying to find out what year was it that we actually won the first game of the season.
I know it was the Texans.
I think Tyrese was right about that Texans game. Yeah.
So what was that? 2019.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then 2020 we won our first game again because of Tom Brady and them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the next game of the 2019, Breeze got his thumb jacked up
against the Rams.
And Teddy Bridgewater started.
And we went 5-0, baby. I mean, would everybody in the chat let us know? And I'm gonna ask Tyrese and King Kamara, do you see us would you welcome back Teddy if he was released by the Broncos this offseason? Would you welcome him back into the building?
Not as a franchise quarterback, as a backup, sure, but not he not a franchise guy in my opinion.
He's not a franchise.
He's been injury prone since he left here. I mean, I hope he gets better and all that stuff.
Right.
But I don't think he's a franchise quarterback.
But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I want y'all to answer this question with me, especially the chat too. I mean, this is my question. Somebody came on my after this video last night. Somebody came and commented on my thing today during the day. And I read his comment, and he says, I understand where you're coming from, how you think Jameis could be back. And they said, but you can't say he will be back because look at what happened to Robert, what's his name? Robert Griffin III. And so what he did, RG3 did, and he never did come back and be the same dude. He was a backup, and then he's now a commentary guy. But I told I told him what I was trying to say was I said the only two different comparisons you can say too. That was what 5, 7, 8 years ago when he came in the league and got hurt with the Redskins and did that shit. That was a while ago. If you see the players now getting hurt, like Joe Burrow got hurt last year at the end of the season, came back at the beginning of the season this season. You had Kawhi come back from a torn ACL 5 months later, ready to play again. Cam Akers ankle came back already. You had Cam Akers for the Rams this year, came back already.
Yeah, that was cool.
In 5 months, ready to play already again after torn his Achilles. So I mean, I think Jameis is going to fight back because I think with the trainers and the people that they have right now and the medicine, like you said, I think it's easier to come back from an injury compared to what RG3 had because I don't think they had those trainers and the medicine at that time because that was literally like 7, 8 years ago when he actually did come in the league and started.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up his year. I'm gonna look up what year did he get drafted.
2012, I think.
Let's see. RG3 draft year.
Because what? Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota, they got drafted in what? 2014?
He got drafted. He got drafted in 2012.
Yeah, that was a long ass time ago.
So he got hurt in what? 2012. That same rookie year he got hurt, or was it the next year he got hurt?
Had to be the next year because he was balling out the first one.
So 13. So in 2013, which is we're in 22, so about 9 years ago is when he got hurt like that. So you're telling me it's still going to be the same thing? No, we got new doctors, new trainers. No. So that's why I really do think Jameis will be back as our quarterback. And like I told everybody, I'm going to say it again now. Another reason why I think he will be back is because of 2 reasons. Sean Payton, number 1, says he cried when he seen him go to the tent. Because he really did believe in Jameis and he was proving him, wrong.
I think Sean saw the future. That's why he cried.
Yeah, he cried. He seen the future in this guy. And then number 2, Demario Davis says this is the best player or the best person he ever played with in football, and he said that he picked him over Drew Brees and some of the other players he ever played with. Just think of that. And he picked Jameis as the best teammate he ever had, and he said I would be damned if he's not our starting quarterback next year. That's what he literally said. He wants Jameis back, and he's one of your number one leader right now for the team. So I'm saying I bet you Sean Payton will go to DeMario and be like, yo, I remember you saying about Jameis, I had the same feeling. I really do think we should bring him back. Do you want him back in the building? DeMario is going to say hell to the freaking yeah, I want him back in the building with us, Right. So that's what I'm saying.
And I'll expound upon it too, because Breeze was like, how can I describe Breeze? He had personality, but he wasn't, hoorah and all that. Because that's what I loved about Jameis Winston. He was like literally
Jameis more
coach
funny
on the field, more funny, had more action going on, charisma. Taysom Hill, he's like
W's dancing.
Yeah, Taysom Hill, he reminded me of my boss at Rooms to Go a few years ago. He was just boring. He was just like business like CEO-ish. You know what I'm saying?
Saying that about Taysom time?
Hey, I'm talking about the player on the field when it's Taysom time, baby. I mean, these are all good guys, but I mean, you know what I'm saying, personality wise and all that. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Well, just to let everybody know, I think my boy Gotta Creation ain't coming back in here, I'm guessing. Because I ain't seen him popped up since. And I just went to go check my thing, my little YouTube studio stuff, and it says I got one less subscriber, so I think he might have unsubscribed. And got mad or something, I'm guessing.
Quiz highlights, man.
I'm saying I'm guessing that's what happened. I don't know. Like I said, sometimes somebody could just randomly unsubscribe by accident or something. But we'll see if he's back in here. We'll see if he's back in here on the next live or so. But we'll see. I mean, if you watch him on TJ Stay at the Same podcast, he's talking about stuff we should be doing to win and stuff like that. But like I said, I don't know if he's just mad because of the there's no Michael Thomas, so you expecting Callaway to be a Michael Thomas when you're not gonna find a Michael Thomas on every team. I mean, they got some teams that don't have their star receivers like a Michael Thomas, but they still produce with the role players they had. They might have 3 good role players on a team, but just no Michael Thomas. It's kind of like the Vikings. Adam Thielen's not a Michael Thomas. Justin Jefferson is not a Michael Thomas, but they really good ass players that can perform and be a number one if you want to, say these are your number ones, but they're not no physical receiver. They're not bodying people like our boy Michael Thomas would. But like I said, there's different type of receivers.
Right.
Yeah.
Versky said, bro, he had some weird taste. I mean, yes, he did. But like I said, that's why we have this show, for everybody can have their thoughts. But I guess he got too angry with us going back and forth about it. So, like I said, we'll see if he comes back on the show and all that. Like I said, at the end of the day, I was trying to tell him my thoughts. I was trying to tell him the reason why to see if he would change his mind, but he wouldn't. So that's his opinion. We know he thinks Callaway's a bum, and Callaway can go 4 straight seasons with over 1,000 yards and so many touchdowns, and get offensive player of the year, and get offensive player of the year, and he can still call him a bum. I mean, it's just doesn't. His head is stuck in his head now. So I mean, some people are like that out there, where no matter what you do, you can show them all the proof in the road. They still gonna stick to what they think, and that's how it is. So like I'm saying, just let him think that. But at the end of the day, we do support. At the end of the day, I still support Guy Creation because he's still a Saints fan. Yeah, I'm saying he's still a Saints fan, and it's his opinion. So at the end of the day, they got a Creation. If you didn't unsubscribe and shit, it's okay, man. Come back and subscribe. You acting like I did something to you. All we doing was talking on here. Okay, I mean, just think of Tyrese. How many times me and Tyrese got in an argument about freaking Tyreek Hill, Taysom Hill, and we still talk, and we still on here
all the
talking.
smoke I get for Taysom Hill too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and we still on here talking, just having fun. You know what I'm saying? It's just a fun show, and that's what we on here for, just to let our thoughts out, and then for people can come see how good of a talk show this is. That, cause I mean, look at Big Q show before I even started up. Every time you go in there and watch Big Q, you got Uncle Polly arguing nonstop with people. That's why I love Uncle Polly. Uncle Polly's so damn funny. I had him on my show once, which is pretty funny. I didn't think he would come on my show, but he did. And Uncle Polly was funny because he just argued back and forth. He's like, I'll keep it all old school with you. I've been there when they had the paper bags over my head.
Oh, Lord. I ain't know.
Stuff like that, You know what I'm saying? So, like he said, he's been through it all. So, he calls it different ways. He sees the game a different way. So I mean, that's just us at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, I'm cheering for my Saints, no matter who's the quarterback. I'm always going to be cheering on Taysom Hill. So don't ever say I'm a Taysom Hill hater. I'm not. Because like I said, if I did hate him, I would not have his jersey. First of all, I do have a jersey of him, and I support whoever is at. Anybody that's playing in the game and is on our team, I'm gonna support you. Like I told everybody before. Remember the argument I was making with everybody about Kevin White? Everybody saying he's a bum, he can't catch. But I told everybody I still support him and hoping that he succeeds because it would be a nice story to say he was a first round draft pick. He was a bum. He couldn't do nothing with nobody else. But Sean Payton, after 4 or 5 years in the NFL, gave him another shot and put him in the type of offense that we had, and he succeeded and became one of the best receivers, in the slide, lineup in the slide ever or something. That could have happened, but it didn't. He didn't live up to what he thought he could be. So, but I'm saying I still would have supported him. Like right now, if they still say Kevin White's on the team, he'll be playing this weekend. I'm still going to support him. I'm not going to say he's a goddamn bum until he's off my team. And then when he's off my team, you're a goddamn bum.
Trash.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trash talk nobody, but you do have fans like God of Creation. He's a fan that will call his people a bum just because he wants to call it how he sees it.
Because he just thinks out of emotions. He just says
out of emotions.
Very casual.
And but we do have a lot of fans that are like that. Remember, because how many fans did I go on Big Q shows and TJ shows? You remember, y'all was probably in there when I was talking. And people would literally try to make fun of me and call me an Adam Sandler guy from The Waterboy. I was the Waterboy character. All kind of shit because of my thoughts on me supporting and backing up my team. And people hated me in their chat when I said, Adam Troutman, you got to give this man some years. Because I said, look at George Kittle. It took him 4 freaking years. And people still hate me to today. And most of his people don't want to subscribe to me because of what I'm saying about that. They just want to hear me say Troutman's ass, and then they want to come, and then they're gonna come subscribe to me. But I don't care if you see it this way because at the end of the day, my channel is gonna keep growing because I'm telling you the truth, and you can hop on board and listen to what I say and you can listen to the truth. We got Tyrese over here who's gonna support his Taysom Hill at QB position, so we're gonna always talk on here on the show together no matter what, and just have different conversations. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna be the one growing my channel to actually help out my community because, like I said, I already bring people to home games. No other YouTuber does that and bring them to home games. And you gotta realize, I'm not a rich guy. I ain't no rich man. I literally work one job, and whatever money I got left over after paying my bills, I use that to bring my people to the games, so they can experience the Saints game. People who can't afford them. And then I just did a fundraiser, and Tuesday we're going to deliver. Tuesday morning we're going to deliver all the stuff to that church and hospital in New Orleans. We raised over $700 worth of stuff, and we bought everything. So I was saying this thing had me started my channel up 4 or 5 months ago. Tyrese, I started finally doing live podcasts. I had like 25, 30 people subscribed, and then in 4 months I'm already over 400 something. And out of these 400 and something people, we raised over $700 already. So I'm saying that's crazy, and that's why I told everybody I think by next year, by the start of the season, I really do think I can have 1K by then. I really do, because I'm gonna do a lot of off-season stuff. I'm moving to covering every NFL team during the off-season. I'm gonna tell everybody's, who's the best fit for these receivers and this and that. So I'm gonna be doing everything. But I told everybody at the end of the day, the Saints are my team, and if you come on my show and say, I'm giving you the Titans and the Saints, game thoughts, I'm gonna tell you my Saints are gonna win because that's the team that I'm rolling with, and that's the team I'm gonna tell you at the end of the day and say, Sean Payton's my goddamn coach. So no matter who's out in that game, I still believe in Sean Payton. I still believe we can win with him, at coach. So that's just my thoughts on everything, everybody.
Nah, you're exactly right, man. This not no echo chamber, man. That's what you got when you went on, TJ podcast. He has, I ain't gonna lie, he has a good. I don't really agree with half of the things he say. Even outside of Taysom Hill, but
on that Taysom stuff.
Yeah, you finished. But you're right, man. Like, you got a lot of emotional fans and you got a lot of casual fans, and it's best to keep it real, because you don't You don't want to go with unrealistic
Yep.
expectations. Like that's why
I don't want to
I
be.
don't worry about.
That's why I said I don't want to be the guy that says, okay, I don't want to be saying like you right this. Like I don't want to say Taysom Hill is a really great quarterback. He's a franchise quarterback to me. And then one game, then the next game he performs bad, and I'm like, oh yeah, you remember how I said he's a franchise quarterback? Yeah, he's a bum. I'm not gonna change it because off the games. I'm just telling you, in my eyes, he's just not a franchise quarterback to me. With the way he passes and stuff. But like I said, he's a great athlete on the team. He can run the ball, do whatever he wants on, receiver, tight end, you name it. He can be so damn good in all these positions, and that's why I love seeing him on the field. But I said, in your eyes, you see him as a different thing, and I don't want to lie to somebody and say, in my next video, let's say that he beats the Panthers. Let's say he throws 3 touchdowns, runs for 100 yards, pass for 250 or whatever, and he does good, throws 25 or 30. I'm not gonna come back on the podcast tomorrow and say Taysom Hill's a franchise quarterback. That's not gonna change my mind just because of one game.
Mm-hmm.
He's gotta consistently do it. He's gotta be the starting quarterback next year for my team. And so I'm gonna be saying this is my quarterback for the rest of the year, no matter who. And he's got to roll me to a Super Bowl, to a playoffs, and show me that he can, win the games. Then I can say, okay, he's a good franchise quarterback. So, like I said, I'm not gonna lie to you and change my things my thoughts. Like I told everybody, I'm still gonna stick to Adam Troutman being a good tight end. Give this man 3-4 years, like George Kittle got, and he's gonna be a George Kittle, I think, because he shows you some promises so far, but some of the stuff that he showed you too can kind of make you mad at him sometimes. But like I said, he's having one of them stupid sophomore season where it's a season that you just kind of a fluke season, and it's only your second season. Plus, you got drawn into the fire to be the starting tight end because you let Jared Cook go, and then you bring in a guy in Nick Fournette who ain't even playing really because he was hurt.
Expectations
and now he's
for
back.
him were ridiculous, bro. Like it was like people had expectations of him being like a Pro Bowl, All Pro. Like, bro, he's not that guy, at least yet.
He's not yet. That's what I'm saying. I don't see why. And it kind of brings up the conversation with God of creation. It's like you don't see Callaway being a great receiver. Well, he's not a great receiver yet, but what he's doing so far shows me that he's got a potential to be, and he's a good receiver. He's not a great receiver, but he's good enough because if he was not good enough, he wouldn't have 6 touchdowns, and he would not have 600 yards, especially with, like I said, don't hate me on this, but with Taysom Hill drawing the ball with a broken finger and everything not being accurate and not having his starting quarterback in Jameis Winston for 9 games makes it a whole lot different than what people are doing when you have a quarterback like Dak Prescott drawn to you or a Tom Brady or them. It's totally different. Yeah. Like I really do think no matter how good CeeDee Lamb is and Cooper is, if they had to bring in their 3rd string or 4th string quarterback that don't know really nothing besides just 1, 2, 3, all right, I'm gonna try to find somebody open, and that's all they know about the offense. They don't know the in and outs of the offense. I really don't think they will be doing shit either. To be honest with you, not all receivers are just great to make a quarterback look good. It's mainly the quarterback's got to make them look good because if you don't have a good enough QB, you're not gonna get the ball. To be honest with you,
that's what Jube did for 15 years.
He made people look great. And Michael Thomas is the only receiver that I can actually say out of him and probably Marcus Colson. Those are the only 2 I think we had in 15, 20 years that you can say that made Drew Brees look better. And the only other person I could say too is Brandon Cooks, but I'm not really bringing him up because he wasn't with us long. Really. We let him go quick because of Thomas when we got Thomas. So Thomas and Colson are my 2 main people that I can say helped out Drew Brees. And they didn't make him. Drew Brees didn't make them look good. They were just good.
Right, they just had it, Like, come on, man. Like, there's bad, there's average, there's good, and there's great. Callaway for what he's going through right now. I say he's good. Great would be Michael Thomas, and he hasn't been playing long. Last year wasn't last year his rookie season?
Yep.
Or was it the year before?
Wait, who?
Callaway.
Last year.
Callaway was a rookie as an undrafted player, and he was basically, put in here and there when Dante Harris was hurt and shit like that, just to do punt returns. He was put on a few play. He was in there a few plays to do the run blocking receiver. And then when COVID hit really bad, that one game against the Panthers, and he was literally the only receiver on the field with like Tom Montgomery and all of them back there. It was basically him, and he killed on the Panthers that game and helped us win. So, like I was saying, he can't be a bum. If you're in the NFL, you really can't be a bum. The only way you're a bum if you're literally in free agency right now because nobody wants you. Because that's probably because you're a bum.
Get a job.
Because I'm telling you, if we release Callaway, somebody would scoop him up in a heartbeat, seeing what he's doing.
Right.
Teams would be
he'll work
to
too.
get him.
That's what I'm saying. But like we did say too, he is a really good role player. But any good role player can be replaced. Because it's like this.
Exactly.
Because it's like this. It's like saying, okay, C.D. Lamb's a role player right now because Cooper's your number one, right? So your number two is a role player. So C.D. Lamb, I can replace him with a Justin Jefferson to be a role player on a team if I wanted to. You can replace him with other good receivers like an Adam Thielen will be good next to Cooper. There's a lot of different people that can be good and replace certain players. But people don't see it like that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
When Diggs was with Thielen, wasn't Thielen the number one?
No, Diggs was your number one. But no, Thielen was your number two. But Thielen was feeding off of Diggs so much, and that's why Diggs left. Because he got mad at the attention and the ball going to Thielen. They're going to Thielen so much. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Diggs left. But it didn't make no sense. No, it's not racist. It just didn't make no sense though because now you're with the Bills, who's got Cole Beasley and Amanda Sanders. So what's the difference? You got more good receivers now.
Right.
So I don't know. It don't make no sense to me. It just don't. Yeah, I guess it's their system. I don't know. It don't make no sense, but that's how the damn shit is.
Better quarterback.
I mean, yes,
Yeah.
better than Kirk Cousins, and better than Kirk Cousins, better than Case Keenum. But at the end of the day, y'all, we need to make sure we get this W tomorrow. And excuse me, y'all. And against the Falcons. And by the way, I couldn't find no Panthers people to collab, because nobody emailed me back like they were supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And get in touch with me to do that. So nobody did. But I did email and talk to Big Low Country today, who y'all see on, Big Q show. That's the Falcons guy.
I got email.
Yeah, I got an email from him, and he said maybe Tuesday would be good with him, but I got to see if he's okay with doing it Tuesday night, because Tuesday night I work, so by the time I get off, it's going to be like 9:30, 10 again. So hopefully he's up that late to talk for a little bit. If not, I'll move it to a different day, but he's down to collab with me again, which is going to be awesome. So.
Okay, you going to go to his channel or you going to be on here?
I told him it can be on my channel or on his. It don't really matter, but all I got to say is that's a Superman chat. That's a Superman chat. I'm telling you, he's so goddamn funny with that shit. And I'm telling you, when I get my super chats one day, when I get Barista 1000 and people can send me super chats, I'm gonna think of something. I can't wait for that. I'm gonna think of something way better than the that's a Superman chat. I'm gonna think of something so funny where people's gonna laugh.
He's gonna get a lot of nasty.
Yeah. Because just think though, if you can think of something really funny to actually make a super chat to where you laugh, they're gonna want to do more super chat to see you do it. It's like if it's something like this, you send me a super chat, I gotta do a break dance or something like that. I gotta dance. Well, people's gonna send me a bunch of damn $1, stuff to try to make me dance. Because it makes me look stupid on the show or something like that. That's how people are gonna do. You just gotta outthink the stuff. But just look at Big Q. Big Q get a lot of super chats, and he don't do nothing about it. He just reads them out. Recognize those people for doing it, and people send it. But some people might want to send more to Big Low Country because he's like, that's a Superman chat. And it makes you laugh when he says it out there, and he reads your message. So like I'm saying, I can read your message out and I have to do a breakout dance or something. I don't know. I'm going to come up with something. So, and then that's what's going to make more people want to come, and they're going to say he's more funny, this and that. But like I said, I'm more of a person that just wants to come on here, and I don't use my platform just for me. I use it for everybody. That's why I let Tyrese come on here all the time. Let his channel go out there. That's why I just brought on Saints 01 earlier. Hopefully everybody in here heard me and go subscribe to him. Let me put it in the chat. It's called Mass
Podcast.
Yeah, yep. Mass Saints Podcast, right? Masked Up Saints Podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and my boy King Kamara got a channel too.
No, he doesn't.
Kamara, you throw out the
King Kamara. So you telling me you got a channel and you never told me. I never even subscribed. So you better tell me what it's called. Is it called King Kamara?
Yeah, King Kamara. Yeah.
Let me look it up. And I'll subscribe. So everybody in the chat, you just heard him. He does have a channel, so go subscribe to King. Hold on, this you with a shirtless?
No.
No, okay, I'm saying there's a dude named King Camaro on here that has 760 subscribers with a dude
Oh
that's
no,
shirtless
no,
on the
I don't got
beach.
nothing close to that. No.
Oh, okay, okay. So you're the one with the Camaro and Zion, six
Yeah.
subscribers. I said 6 subscribers, 17 subscribers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm already subscribed. Then I must have hit the subscribe and I didn't even know it. So yeah, he's
I
got
appreciate
17. All right, so look, so he's got 17 subscribers. I don't know who subscribed to him already. Maybe not. I don't know. But if you haven't, we got 9 people right now watching, but it keeps moving back from 9 to about 13 people watching. So if we got 9 to 13 people, let's see if we can get them to 30 subs. Let's see if we can get those 13 people to subscribe real quick to King Camara and help him start growing. So come on, y'all. He's a Saints fan too, and he must be a Camara fan because his name is King Camara.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
King
man.
Nep says a hoodie dance. He said King Nep said a hoodie dance sounds good for the super chat.
Program the screen early, man. All that dance. It's gonna be insane.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna be? I'm gonna be out of breath and be like, another super chat, and I'm gonna freaking pass out on the floor and be like, somebody call 911. Hoodie Jube passed out.
Bro,
Got overheated.
Imagine your channel getting rated, by like one of the big YouTubers too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But they be doing the race a lot.
I'm saying.
Yep.
Definitely a good time to get in on being a YouTuber.
Well,
especially for
you got one subscriber who says you got 18 now. As I clicked on your channel just now.
Let me see.
So whoever subscribed, hey,
appreciate it.
everybody in the chat right now that's watching, we got 9 people watching, and everybody that's in the chat, in here, can y'all literally put in the chat, I subscribe, before we can know who subscribed, before we can shout you out for showing this man some love. So just put in there and say, hey, I subscribe.
Thank you, bro.
Before we can know.
504.
First grade, yep. He subscribed. See, so he did it. So everybody else in here, do it. King Nep, my brother. You can show love to King Camara. So, he subscribed to all the Saints YouTubers that we talked to. TJ, Big Q, Aaron. Of course me, of course Tyrese. And just think of it, he's a Dolphins fan, but he's my brother, and he helps everybody else out because all of family. He said, "You already know." See, King Nep said, "You already know." He can subscribe to you.
King Nep,
So,
I got a question for you. Are you a part of the 219 conspiracy? Are you a 219?
Are you?
Let me know, because they are dangerous. There's some dangerous people.
Hey, King Nep, let me know. Oh, you know what? Let me do this for everybody. This will help out tremendously. I'm gonna look up his name on here and show it to where people, because Jasper said he's having trouble finding it. I'm gonna show y'all what his
I
his
saw
looks
that.
like.
Oh, I can
Yeah, you can put the link in there, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link directly.
But he does have 19 people. So let me show you what the thing looks like, though. Everybody, can y'all see the screen now? Let me know if y'all can see it.
Yeah.
All right, so this is it right here. King Camara, 19 subscribers. It's got Zion Williams and Camara. The GOAT tight end that's coming to the Saints.
Oh man, I hope so.
He's waiting. So, hey, you're at 19 subscribers now. So, people are gonna subscribe.
Last thing.
No problem, man. And definitely subscribe to my guy, Mashed Up, man. He literally posted a YouTube short, 12 seconds, and it's got like 800
he's getting them
views.
YouTube shorts in.
Look, he capitalized on the algorithm. I'm about to get into that. I'll be having these long, drawn out
You
videos
already
going crazy.
be doing
Hey, can I need somebody to do me a favor though, if y'all could. Does everybody in here have TikTok?
Yes.
All right, if y'all have TikTok, type in @this Hoodie Jube, my name on here, and just say and just follow me. I got 313 followers. So anybody that's in here right now, and I'm gonna type it in here too, so just in case somebody pass on through it and watches the live later tonight, after they can still pull up the live chat, they'll see it right here. This is my TikTok. It's @Hoodie Jube. If y'all don't mind just following me on there, because they say once you reach 1,000 followers like you do on YouTube, you can actually start going live on TikTok. And when you go live, people's random stuff just pops up. So like you can just hit live and random people pop up. You don't even never see them. So if I can do that and try to live stream from here and from YouTube, it would be nice. And I do have my YouTube channel already attached in there, so anybody that clicks on it, they can click on the YouTube or whatever. But like I said, 313. If we can try to push towards 1,000, and I can start going live here, I think the channel will grow a lot more. And my boy Ryan already subscribed. Thank you, V Roski. Let's see where my boy King Camara's at now. Click on his channel. Oh, he's at 20.
Yes, sir. Man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's all we doing is here. Yep, and like Keenet said, yes, sir. Multi-platform stream. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Stream from TikTok and YouTube. But I need to figure out. I don't know how this happens, y'all. I don't know how to do it. Maybe Tyrese, you can help me. Maybe King Camara. Maybe King Nap. I don't know who the frick can help me. How in the hell does TJ and Big Q stream from YouTube and Facebook? Like, you notice, like, he'll have Twitter. People messaging, and he'll be having people messaging from Facebook, and you're like, why are they not in the chat? Like, why you can't click on them? And the reason why you can't click on them is because they're from Facebook. Yeah. So I'm like, so I want to know how the heck do you do it. Stream from here and make it go to your Facebook.
Of StreamYards, I think.
You think because of StreamYards?
Well, you probably gotta go on Facebook and see about connecting it. It's probably.
I mean, there's a button right here that says invite the guests, so I'll invite y'all, and there also is a thing that says share stream. But I'm scared to hit share stream. I don't know what the hell it's gonna do. Hold on, let me see hit share stream. Oh, okay. So you can copy the stream link, and then maybe put it on Facebook. And people watch this from Facebook. I don't know how he literally because if you go like the TJ when he goes live and you go to Facebook and you following him, his stuff is literally live as you going. Like if you go to YouTube regular, you just watch it live. It's playing through. It plays through the same thing on Facebook. Like if he's streaming through Facebook. So I wonder if it's like the gaming. Like you know how they got people who play games and you can click on gaming in the middle and it shows you people who are live. I wonder if there's a way I can set up my channel on here. So if anybody knows any clue, so we go. Oh, he's back, y'all. His phone died, so he didn't unsubscribe. That's a good thing.
Wait, that's God of Creations?
Yeah, I think that's God of Creations. He just called his name on here. It's just the anime. But if you're back, come in here. I'm gonna pull you up now. There he is, God of Creations. See, he didn't unsubscribe. God. I thought you unsubscribed. I was like, oh, God of Creations must have hate me. I was at 433. We have 432. I said, at the end of the day, we all fans. I don't know why we hating on each other. And then, we just started about it. But maybe God of Creations, maybe you can tell me because we trying to ask people. You know how TJ go live on YouTube and then he's streaming from Facebook too? How the hell do I add that to my Facebook platform to where all my people on Facebook can come and look at it?
You said how? So you said add like what do you mean? Like merge the stream, like merge the streams together?
Yeah, because like that's how he does it. He does Facebook and YouTube. So I'm trying to figure out how would I add that.
Oh, he does.
Like both.
I think you might have to. Did you ever try like going live on Facebook and then they might because like they might have a setting. Which I don't know because, I don't use Facebook like that. But there's probably like when you go live, there might be a setting to where it's like, share or connect or whatever. And he just might send his, his Facebook link to, his YouTube and have, and just have, people either watch from the Facebook or the YouTube.
Oh, see, it says, there's a video right here. If you search, it says how to live stream to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. And then they got a bunch of apps on here, too, like that you could use. Up live stream. You probably got to pay for the shit.
I forgot what we were even talking about before I left.
Callaway.
Marquez Callaway, yeah.
But then we started.
So what's his name? Where did he go?
Who?
Who was with us?
Say someone. He's been gone.
Yeah, he's been gone.
Yeah, I don't even think he's in the chat anymore. He's been gone for like hours. Yeah,
it was probably.
But gotta creation. If you don't mind, I just said it in our chat earlier. King Camara's got a YouTube. If you don't mind subscribing to him, he got his own YouTube. He's got about 20 something people now. So we're trying to get everybody and share the loves. Yeah, he's got 20 people right now. So And we got 8 people in the chat. I think 3 people subscribed so far. You're gonna subscribe before, so we need some more people in here. We got 8 people total. Just hit the subscribe button for King Camara so he can start his
man.
show up too and get bigger. So I'm saying everybody's gonna eat in here together, and that's what I do. I give back to my community, and I think that's what I told everybody. You can have people that can hate on me all they want about what I'm doing, but at the end of the day, if you got 2 haters hating on me in the chat, but I got 20 people subscribing to me, I think I'm the winner. They the losers.
Yeah, I don't know, but this is me. I don't understand on like how you can hate on somebody that doesn't show you any type of bad rapport, because it's like, I hating on someone that takes too much energy. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm a person that spends minimal energy on stuff that I do not care for. So if I don't care for somebody, I'm not about to spend all this energy trying.
So, God of creation. So this would be my question then for you. So you do care about Callaway and the Saints. You just that's why you take time to say he's a bum. That's why you take time to call him a bum. I see it. See, I knew it. I knew it all along, dog. See, that's how you know he's a true Saints fan. See, that's where it is.
He made me believe he's something he's not, and that's my fault.
No. That's what I'm saying. Some people have too much expectation. And I think that's why they hate on Adam Troutman. They put too much on his plate when you got to realize I don't think he's that.
No. He's just a damn bum.
Hey. But
at least,
remember the conversation we had?
At least with Callaway, you can buy. He has 600 yards and 4 TDs, and man, Adam don't have none of that shit. Not even a fraction.
Adam Troutman had his best game when Nick Van Ness came back. With a backup quarterback.
What's up with all this? Guess what? He needed another player. If you're any good, you don't need anybody else to try to boost you up.
Most teams use 3 tight ends.
Name one team that more than who's backing up George Kittle? Do you know who that is? You know who backs up George Kittle? You know who backs up Darren Waller?
Yes.
You know who backs
You don't know who backs up those players because those are your elite tight ends. Then you got the people who use a role player tight ends who might use 2 or 3 of them in the game because they all really good and you can rotate them.
That's without
like us. No, remember us? We used to do that too. Remember we did that last year. We rolled with Jared Cook, Adam Troutman, and Josh Hill. And then Josh Hill retired.
Jared Cook is the number 1 though.
Is the number 1, but
no matter how much of a bum he is for dropping the ball in the playoffs.
He said how much of a bum he is. So, you know what I'm saying? So, it's he was a bum on some of the plays, so that's why they use all the tight ends with him, too. If he was just the legit, easy, go-to guy, then it'll be like George Kittle. He'll be in the game all game, every day.
The Chargers use him number 1 all the time.
Yeah, but what did they... But I heard he's got a lot of hate right now from Chargers fans, too, like he did with the Saints.
Yeah,
Man, no,
he dropped that one pass.
He don't got more hate than we have for him over here. He really made Tom Brady gay. He literally just handed Tom Brady a Super Bowl, literally. Because Aaron Rodgers and them weren't doing shit when it came to them going against him.
Yeah.
But see, look, this is not even none of their fault, because if we would have never got rid of Jimmy Graham, or if we push for him, we won't have to worry about these other idiots.
That Jimmy Graham
when did we release
good
Jimmy Graham?
If they hit on the pick.
You said what? Both of y'all
said that Jimmy. Well, he could go.
Oh, no, I was saying when did we release him? I forgot.
We traded him in 2015.
The year. I think it was the year either after or before the Brandon Cooks incident. So it was 16 or 17.
I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta go get me some drink. My throat is dry.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, it was 2016 or 20 it was between 2015 and 2017. I know that for a fact.
But even when we had Jimmy G, we still used Josh Hill in the red zone.
Yeah, but that's not really saying much since Jimmy Graham was playing 98% of the snaps.
Yeah, he was a dog. I mean, but I'm just saying.
Dude, Jimmy Graham was a dog, exactly. Now you telling me? Are you trying to tell me that you would rather have any of these tight ends than Jimmy Graham right now? Because I'm telling you, I would rather
You
have
talking
Jimmy
about
Graham.
right, like current Jimmy Graham?
Yeah, current Jimmy Graham, yes.
I'd rather have these dudes than current Jimmy Graham,
You
bro.
know,
He don't
current
even
Jimmy
play.
Graham's actually been doing stuff, right? You know that, right?
He don't even play. He's slower than he used to be. He can't run block. He was never a run
Are
blocker.
you
So
said he's slower than? Yeah, no, duh, he's slower than he used to be. He's getting older, not younger.
exactly, Adam
What's
Troutman
what,
and
what's the point?
Johnson faster than him.
They're
That's
not
the
that
point.
fast. They're not that fast, and fastness doesn't.
What?
I don't give a damn
They're
about
not that
fastness when it
fast.
comes to tight end. Yeah, they're
Jawan
not that
Johnson, a
fast.
wide receiver, converted to tight end. He fast.
Jawan Johnson, yes, only him. He's the only one. Nick Vanette and Adam Troutman are
Yeah,
slow.
he's slow. He's slow.
I would dust both of those
Troutman
slow
got some
ass.
speed. He ain't that. He
I
ain't that
would
fast,
dust
but
both of them. But
well,
they
I mean, the Saints need to sign you.
hell no, because then I'm gonna have you guys to be like, damn, he's not doing anything, and I'm like, what? I'm undrafted. That's what my excuse is gonna be. So my
I
dumb
mean,
excuse.
I mean,
I'll be like,
Callaway, he was undrafted.
I'm like, I'm Callaway, man. You're not supposed to hate me. I'm drafted.
Does Marquez Colston suck to you?
Hell no. What the hell?
Well, he was a seventh
Because
round pick.
he was a yeah, and he
I'm
played
back.
like a number one. Like what the? That's what you call good. That's what you call
But do
great.
you think people gave him Michael Thomas expectations his rookie year?
Hell no.
So why are you giving Callaway Michael Thomas expectations?
Because he's playing number one right now.
He's forced to play number one.
Okay, what they do? We're all forcing and stuff we don't like.
So Kamara, you're basically saying that nobody has no excuses.
Kamara has to get the ball 20 times and catch the ball 20 times. You hear him bitching? No.
I mean, he ain't
What were you
that
saying
vocal,
though? What were
but
you
his
saying?
body language, he don't really care.
Hell yeah, he do care. He's like, fuck. So
Did you
much.
not see him in that Dolphins game?
Man, I heard him when Mark came back. He was like, "Oh my god." He was like, "Yeah, I'm kind of happy." He was like, you
Yeah, when they
know,
won that one
it,
game.
he was no, you see, you don't even know what the hell I'm about to say." He was like,
Go
My
ahead.
bad.
he
Continue.
was like, "Oh man, I'm happy that he came here because he lifted a lot from me. Even though I'm not gonna complain about the stuff. Even though I'm not complaining about it, it's just he did lift a lot off my shoulders." Just that statement alone lets me tell you he's grateful that he doesn't have to do 500 touches a game.
I mean, Tony Jones was getting touches too. He wasn't getting Mark Ingram touches, but
He wasn't getting
he
Mark
was
Ingram
getting good
touches,
touches.
and guess what? He wasn't getting that much touches because he was hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's literally why AK ended up getting hurt because he just got overused. He was literally he was literally getting like so overused. Like if a dude used a condom, but like decided he wanted to like reuse it. Like that's how bad it was.
Speaking of condoms, man,
Don't say
that
nothing
Mark
about no
Ingram.
Taysom. All right.
Oh yeah, it takes some time tomorrow. But like I was about to say before Kamara tried to cut me off, that Mark Ingram condom is not working behind that O line. Because like every time Tony Jones or Mark Ingram try to run through that gut, it collapses.
None.
They get blasted, dude. That's a terrible. Even AK getting fucking swallowed up, man.
Yeah.
You know what pisses me off more? How we're not using him like how we used him during his rookie year, where we would give him tosses and
We don't got
outside.
that same type of O line.
Yeah, the tosses don't
yeah,
really work.
Yeah, we do.
Well, you're
we
not
playing
talking about this O
six-stringers.
line.
Right.
Not current O line, but like when
You talking
the
about
damn
healthy?
team
Yeah.
when
Healthy,
the
yeah.
damn team is healthy.
Well, I mean, I don't really think you need to do all that because you got in the beginning of the season Jameis Winston, a gunslinger, so he he can throw the ball and whatnot. I mean,
An accurate gunslinger at that. Who didn't
accurate
turn the football
gunslinger.
over.
Yeah, and and Drew Brees,
that doesn't. Does that really even dictate anything? I don't think just because your QB can sling the ball dictates how you should use your running back. That kind of like defeats the purpose.
It definitely
I don't know.
does.
That's
Because
Sean
with
Payton
Drew
with the
Brees, we
co-plan.
threw way more checkdowns and screens to Kamara.
No, not as far as that. I'm talking about as far as your run options, like your run plays. Like
Yeah.
whatever
Well, if you
your
have a
strength
QB
is,
who can
like
throw
what
it,
I'm
it
saying
opens
is
up
like
the run.
no, what I'm saying is I'm saying how you run. Like instead of he's like we use him in between the tackles, and I'm gonna just face it, Kamara's not good in between the tackles. If I'm gonna be 100, he's not he's good because it's AK, but he's not anything great. He's good when he's doing like a Raheem Mostert and going away from the line instead of trying to go in between the tackles. If he's a person you want outside of the tackles,
I agree. But
when
we don't have that
you're
same personnel though. That's the thing.
like that's the thing is we ain't lose anybody like crazy like that. We have if we have both of our tackles. I'm talking about in general because we have used him the same way. We were using him the same way when we were healthy with offensive line. So it's not like
that wasn't working
like,
anyway either. Because I mean,
exactly that's what I'm
tackles
saying.
going, the guards
Thank you.
That's
going.
what he's saying.
Exactly.
No, I'm just saying. Like I'm agreeing with you, but I mean, the linebackers are literally killing these.
No, I think y'all
tackle guys.
misunderstand. I'm talking about like from schematic point, not like right now, because right now we can't even run like at all. It doesn't matter what kind of run because the run is just getting fucking smothered
So
instantly.
you saying when the O line was healthy, we weren't using Kamara enough outside the tackles? That's what you're saying.
Yes, we weren't. Exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, well, Sean Payton loves to sling that ball.
Because you remember his rookie year, a lot of where Kamara was eaten were his tosses. Matter of fact, his biggest play that got him well known was a damn toss.
What game was
Well,
that?
I would say a lot of that was because Mark Ingram was dominant back then.
It was that one game he went stupid as fuck. Him and like Ingram. It was like against
the Bills.
No, hell no.
Bengals. We blew both of them out.
No, it was his. It was.
No.
It was his rookie year. It was against
Detroit.
Was it Washington or something?
Said Detroit.
Oh yeah.
Was it? It was
some
team. It was some team. Like I would have to go back, but it was like he would like a lot of what Kamara did was we would run these stretches and tosses to the outside, so where he can break off, and he would use the sideline to his advantage because instead of trying to like break like 80 tackles from D tackles who are 100 pounds more than him, he would break these tackles from corners and safeties like easily, which allowed these big yards for him. And now he has to try to run in between the tackles, which is not where he's suitable at.
Yeah, I agree. But we don't have the same personnel, though.
As far as what?
I mean, Teron Armstead been hurt and Andrew Pete been hurt. Those are your two. Those are your two best linemen to get Kamara in space.
Understand what I'm saying. We were using him wrong regardless, even when they were in the game.
Yeah, you may be right too. I mean, I know what you're saying.
When they were in the game, think of it when we like think of last year. Why do you think? You remember when we were like, "Oh my God!" Like we need to stop using AK. We need to stop using AK so much. And oh man, this is why.
No, last year we were like, we need to run the ball.
Oh yeah, we were like that last year, but like it was like he's not. He doesn't. he doesn't succeed a lot when he's running in between the tackles. The time I've seen him like succeed a lot was the Vikings game on Christmas last year. That's when he was like
Well, that was
going
different. They had no D lineman.
right. They had nobody. They had nobody. So it's like, yeah, exactly. So, but when he's not, AK has yet to like break a tackle from like a linebacker or D tackle.
Yeah,
You feel me? He has, but
I
I
was
mean,
about to say that.
he has, but if you compare the numbers, between linebackers and D linemen compared to safeties and corners, which you think is more?
Bro.
I mean,
Why you
Kamara
think they
never
got so
been
many?
like a
Why you think they
bruiser
got so
back
many music videos?
Exactly, and that's the point. I don't know why Sean is using him as a bruiser back.
because we don't have the same personnel to get him out in
Yeah, we
space.
do.
And
We
get him.
just
Whoa,
use
hold on,
Ingram.
guys.
Just
Hold on.
use
What is
Ingram.
Hoodie doing? What is Hoodie doing?
I have
Is
no
Hoodie
idea.
cleaning up?
Bro.
In the middle of the street.
My man cleaning up, man.
My man cleaning up, man. He got his lady cleaning up. They out here doing WWE moves, breaking furniture.
WWE SmackDown.
SmackDown versus Raw 2009.
Wait,
My
That video
God.
game was fire.
is
Oh,
his
EMI,
is his
dude.
thing transferable? Because how am I seeing his helmet? Right? How is his girl like?
That is a
That,
good question. I thought that was a wall behind him.
thank you,
Me
me
too.
too, bro. Thank you. Like I thought I was smoking him. I was like, there's no way.
Bro, we breaking the matrix right now. I think his hoodie's so close up to the screen, you think. Well, people
Yeah, I
not moving
guess.
behind him, too. Oh, Lord, I feel like I'm intruding right now.
Exactly. I feel like we too damn nosy to be honest.
You know what? I don't even care. King Neff spotted it out. He like, this man.
Yeah, he did spot it out. He like, oh my.
For real, man.
You know what's crazy? What's worse than that is the refusal of Sean Payton to draft an LSU player. Like, dude, LSU has had like fucking like back to back years of having good players, and we just refuse to absolutely draft them. Like, what the
Well, they
fuck?
did want to draft Terrence Marshall, but the Panthers were one pick ahead of us. So
Yeah, that's the only time I've ever heard them want to get an LSU player. Besides that, why the fuck didn't we take Odell? Like,
well, we didn't have the pick to get Odell. Odell was like what, a top 10 pick?
Yeah.
what? Okay, what year was Odell? He came in. What year?
2014. I'm about to look at what pick we had,
2014.
'cause
So
I don't think we could have traded up for that.
So
But I'm about to
2013.
look up.
So 2013, we had a good season.
We went
2013?
7-9, but I don't know.
I
I
can't
don't
remember.
know what pick that got us. I'm about
I
to
don't
look up.
know. I don't know either. I was
Who did we
some
draft in 2014? I'm trying to think.
I'm looking at the Pro Football Focus right now. We drafted Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks.
That's what
Okay,
I thought, but I didn't want to.
exactly. So, and guess what? And guess where Brandon Cook is now? He not on the damn team. Like,
We
what
had the
the
20th pick in that draft. Odell was drafted 12th, man. Like, how are we gonna get him?
Oh, it fell down. That's what happened.
Because check this out, right? Sammy
It fell down.
Watkins was
Look, guys,
number one.
look, it fell down. That's why we were seeing stuff.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
I was wondering that too, because I'm like, bro, I'm pretty sure he had a cover behind that thing all the time.
You're saying.
Yeah, that broke
My
my
man-
immersion. I
My man
forgot all
Hoodie
about it.
Blues and his girl going crazy cleaning up, man. She said, "You
Yeah.
better." She said, "You better help me."
Let's see. Oh yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Blake Bortles was literally the
The
number 3
third
pick.
pick.
Blake
Right.
Booty, and he's on our team. We about to
Right.
do nothing.
We should
Better
have took
than
Mike
I
Evans.
ain't gonna say it.
You said what?
Mike Evans was 7th pick.
Yep. Wait, so
Mike Evans?
Odell wasn't even the best player.
To be honest, if I'm gonna be 100, Mike Evans not even like. If I'm gonna be 100, he's not. I don't think he's good enough to be what he was drafted for. I think he's like if you compare him to Chris Godwin, I think Chris is just probably better.
So you saying Mike Evans can't be a wide receiver 1? That's what you're saying?
No,
Like,
I said he's not good for he's not good for what he was worth. I don't think he hasn't been he's been getting fucking raped by Marshawn Lattimore. So
I
like
mean, in
That's
general,
not
yeah,
though. That's
but
his nemesis.
you can't
yeah.
consistently get raped by the same corner and then be like
I mean,
that
yeah.
would be like think of it
He's
like
still
if
good.
we saw Michael Thomas get smothered by mm,
Carlton Davis.
I don't
That'd be
know
embarrassing. I can't lie.
because not Carlton Davis because he's like he's he's like a what is he like a rookie or something.
Something like that.
Like I mean like I'm talking about for years upon end like somebody that would be
Stephon Gilmore.
no, because he was with the Patriots. I'm talking about somebody that has been playing for one of these teams, one of like the Panthers or the Falcons or the Bucks, and we just see Michael Thomas get fucking smothered every time.
Shit!
It'll be like, are you fucking serious? Like Michael Thomas, that shit would probably enrage.
So you were mad in the divisional game, is what you're trying to say?
God damn.
Dude, he played 60 minutes and hell yeah, but he was hurt though, so I don't blame that.
He was.
I don't blame him for trying to play with a fucking ACL injury that's or whatever he had, a hamstring.
Would you blame Callaway if that was him?
Hell no,
Yeah.
because Callaway's
Yeah,
not
he
a good first string.
Well, y'all, I'm back, and
Welcome.
something freaking tragic happened over here. I randomly got out of my chair to sit down, and the thing just fell backwards. And one of my cases with the jersey broke, so
Oh man.
gonna have to buy a new one of those. But I mean, other than that, it's okay. Everything else is good. But yeah. So what were we talking about while Jube was going?
Oh,
He was talking about the run schemes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I said I find it very stupid that we're running Alvin Kamara in between tackles instead of trying to give him stretch and toss concepts.
Mm-hmm.
And it was more beneficial for him when we were doing that, and he was succeeding a lot more. I was actually more impressed with him during his first 2 years than any. And the last time I was really impressed with him was Christmas last year against the Vikings, because he could have had an NFL record, but besides that, he's been getting good yardage and producing, but he's also been getting the ball the most, so it's that's kind of a given. And and he just hasn't been I don't want to say impressive because he has been impressive, but it's when he does the same shit constantly and not make a crazy play for that Green Bay play, that's some guess that was a play that was towards that was a dump off, matter of fact, that was with him in the backfield. He's always doing better when he's not trying to run up the fucking gut with
We had the
people
personnel with that Green Bay play, though. That's the thing.
But that should never happen. I don't care if you have the personnel. No man should just make enough 8, 12, 11 men just look stupid. He made literally everybody on that defense just look up. Absolutely.
That was crazy.
At some point, yeah, it's an elite player, but at some point, I don't give a fuck. Make a tackle. You feel me? If think of it. If you're a coach, right, and you have you have the same play, right, and your corner misses a tackle, then your safety misses a tackle, then your linebacker misses a tackle.
Sounds
If
familiar.
they came to you and they came to you and was oh man, I'm sorry, Coach Kamara, but he's just better than that. You're not gonna like that shit as an excuse. Oh well, he's just better than us. I don't fucking care. make a damn play. Like, you're not here. Like, at the end of the day, you're not there to look pretty. You're there to. Y'all don't expect you to do everything perfectly. But I expect you to make simple fucking tackles. Okay, cool. If he would have got 15 yards, but the 15 yards turned into a fucking like 55-yard TD because of y'all playing absolutely shit. And that's unacceptable. No matter what, no matter if you're third, fourth, fifth, sixth stringer, it doesn't matter. At some point, you're on the team to make plays.
Right.
That's a good point, but didn't you say fourth, fifth, and sixth stringers are bums though? But you did make a good point though.
Yeah. But like I just said, is I don't expect you to play. I don't expect you to, be a number one, but I expect you to know how to fucking tackle at least.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't do anything else, at least tackle. But yeah, we need to stop letting Kamara try to run up the gut because that's the shit that's going to hurt him. He's not. Kamara's a fucking dog, but yeah, Kamara shouldn't be taking no damn fucking.
Well, how about this? With Taysom Hill, he'll have more opportunities to go outside. How about that?
You said with Taysom, well, he doesn't. I don't think our QB has anything to do with what kind of run scheme that we're gonna do because Sean Payton has had his same damn run schemes throughout all four of these QBs that have started for us.
Well, defense is going to get confused
with Taysom Hill at quarterback. He stops linebackers and D linemen. They have to see what he's doing. So that's going to create more lanes for Kamara.
When do we ever see RPOs?
In the Jets game.
This game, the Cowboys game.
Yeah.
How many were there? I don't remember. I can frankly.
I don't know, but in the Jets
there's
game,
probably
there's
like
a lot of read options with Taysom Hill and Kamara.
You said there was a lot of read option in what game? Cowboys?
The Jets game. No, the Jets game. I don't think Kamara played in the Cowboys game. I don't think.
The Jets get that's just another game where it's like I think anything
because it's the Jets.
Anything you do, we pretty much win. We should probably, but I think if we play them 9 more times, I feel like we should be able to comfortably win 8 times out of the 9. Like maybe one of those 9, they just get lucky. But I think we beat them 9 out of 10 times if we play them.
So you discrediting this crediting the scheme because of the opponent? Like you saying it don't matter?
No, what I'm saying is I didn't any scheme that game would have probably won us something because it was the Jets.
I mean, they weren't passing much that game, and when we did pass, we didn't have much success. So I mean,
look at
say that just because it's the Jets.
Look at who the QB was.
Tyrese. You saying something about taking him?
I'm too tired to debate.
Too tired.
Yeah.
It's okay though.
Because I gotta go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to end the podcast because I'm about to go get ready for bed too. Because I got the game tomorrow. I'll be going. So.
Yeah.
Well,
you got that.
But anybody got any last words they want to say before I end the stream though?
Yeah.
Any last words about the game? Thank you, bro. I truly appreciate you can't come here. At least somebody's got my back.
I'll say this: Michael Thomas is the best receiver ever to touch a football.
Nah, that's sorry. Not
right
now.
Hey, got it crazy.
What's up?
Hey, I think you need to say one day. All I want to hear out of your mouth one day is that, you know what, Hoodie, I see what you're saying about Callaway. You know what? He's not a bum, but he's, not the best. He's a decent receiver. He's a role player. That's all I want to hear out of you one day. And then when I hear that, I'll be like, damn, I love you, God creation. I love you. That's what I'm gonna tell you when I hear you say that.
Let's
Because
hear
it's
it
not
right
that
now.
hard to say. Because you know what I'm
Come
saying?
on,
It's not
Jay.
that hard to say. You know, 'cause when you say bum, that's just saying he's basically trash. But I can't say he's trash. You know, I can't.
Nah, I can't. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Can we hear that right now?
You
Can we
want
hear
me
it right
to
now?
hear? I mean, he's good for
He's stubborn.
he's good for what he's supposed to be.
Yeah,
All
if
right.
you just say
That's
he's
all we
good for what he's supposed to be, that's all we're asking. We're not saying call him a bum. Because he ain't a bum. He's doing what he needs to do. He's doing whatever he can do for the receiver that he's supposed to be.
Right.
He's not a number one. We already said it. He ain't no number one receiver. Maybe one day, as he gets more experience, like I said, it's only his second year. But
Right.
what he's doing right now, he's doing whatever he can.
Then we can all have a laugh, and
He said left.
and then I can actually start calling him good because I'm like, yes, he lived up to my expectations of not being a third
Oh my
string
god. I can
receiver.
already see it.
Taysom Hill and
He's gonna
Callaway
be
gonna lead
like,
us to a Super Bowl.
oh yeah, I hope
You
so.
know what's crazy? I think that like if we have to compare something to that, like I feel like Callaway has an easier probability of being a first string receiver than Taysom Hill ever has of becoming an average passer.
Nah, you definitely showing
Nah,
your hatred.
nah.
Come on.
No, he's not showing hate. He's actually saying Callaway has a better chance of being a number one receiver than Taysom Hill ever
That's
being a really good
He
that's
just said that
QB.
because he
that's
hates
totally
Taysom
out
Hill
of
more than
realm.
Callaway.
I don't hate Taysom
Hey,
Hill.
hey, but at
No,
least,
I didn't
but
say
the only
Hill.
good
I
thing,
said more than
hey,
Callaway.
King, come here. But the only thing is, at least we got him on our side talking about Callaway now. But I mean, we can't say nothing about him with Taysom because, like I said, I don't think he's the best quarterback either. You know what I'm saying?
Me
So
neither.
I mean, until I see it.
I
Matter
never
of
said
fact,
that Taysom Hill is
we
the
know he's not the best.
greatest.
He's the worst quarterback right now.
Oh no.
That's
In
starting.
the league?
Yes,
league?
that's starting. Yes. Out
Are
of
you a
all the
casual
starters,
now?
he's the worst.
Bro.
You saying some
Nah, bro.
crazy stuff
He
right
ain't
now.
that.
Name one starter
He ain't that.
worse than
Listen,
him.
he
Name one
above
starter worse
500.
than him.
He above
Name one
500.
Drew
starter.
Lock.
Don't matter.
You lock.
Wins don't matter. Wins don't matter when our
Yes,
defense
wins
carry
do matter.
Yeah,
Cause
they
you gotta
do.
get your
Carry him.
So
Defense
Drew Lock.
carry.
So Drew Lock better than Taysom Hill.
I ain't trying to
Yeah,
hear it.
hell yes.
Hell no.
Hell yes.
What?
Drew Lock
Hell
better than
no.
Taysom Hill.
What?
You like losing
Nah,
games,
man.
boy. What you talking
As
about?
a QB, yeah, but guess what? Who's better, the Saints or the Broncos?
Well, what's the
The
Broncos
Saints
record?
right now.
Okay,
I mean,
thank you.
bro.
Thank you.
What's the
Come
Broncos
on, bro.
record? I don't even know what the Broncos
No,
record is. You
fuck
throwing
that
out
record, man. We
records
beat
mean
the Green
everything.
Bay. We beat the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fuck their record.
That's when
They
we
ain't have
had.
to
That's
look
when we
like
was
us.
Going with Taysom Hill. Stop it.
You said, yeah, Taysom Hill. Yeah, he's a.
Yeah, he got us in permission in position to score. So you gotta chill
It's
out with that.
Taysom time if you got a
To
broken
score
Listen, it's
pocket.
three.
Taysom time, man. Bump all that nonsense you talking about, man.
How? Okay, matter of fact, I just realized we ain't even talking much about this game. But what do you think he's gonna do this game? This one. You know what? Hold up, but before y'all even answer that question, I just want y'all to. I'm gonna go ahead, last Saint, and give you this, Morpheus,
I don't want
script.
Morphe.
Hold
You
on,
about to
give
give
you
me a
this
blue pill?
Morpheus
You
red
about
pill.
to you about to
Give
give me
you
a
this
blue
red
pill?
pill when you see Taysom Hill out there throwing ducks and quacks. Every
Nah,
time you hear him throw the balls, you like quack. You're gonna hear duck and goose noises.
nah,
So
nah.
go
You
ahead and
good?
take
I
this
don't want
red
none
Taysom,
of those
pill.
blue pills
do
with
throw
the
a lot of
nonsense you're
duds, man.
saying.
Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Take this red pill and
Boy, you ain't got. Stop
don't
it.
feel bad whenever you see him just throw like an idiot when it
Oh,
comes
like
to
an
this.
idiot,
Yeah.
bro. You want him to throw good so we can even win. What you talking about?
Well, he don't because he wants to
Well,
get a draft pick.
he can throw good, but guess what? He's never going to be on Jameis's level. So he can do whatever he
I
wants.
agree.
I never look. Here's the thing. I never said that he'll be on James's
No, I
level.
didn't say
All
you
I'm
were.
saying,
Yeah, he's
all I'm
never said that
saying,
before. Yeah, I'll give you that.
all I'm saying
I didn't
is
say you
that
did.
okay. Well, listen. I'm saying is this: Taysom Hill doesn't have a huge sample size. The playoffs, depending on how far we get in the playoffs, will tell who's starting or
If
not.
we do,
If we do,
Dude,
exactly.
he could actually. You know what? I'm so confident that he could take us to a Super Bowl, right? Win if
Who,
win
Taysom or
not.
Jameis?
No, what I'm saying is Taysom took us to a Super Bowl, right? And we got
If he
to the
doing
Super
that,
Bowl.
Jameis Winston the second string next year.
No, I promise
Yes.
you,
He won't even
still
be.
win
He won't even be back next year.
He
If
Yeah, he
promise
wouldn't
Taysom
even be
wins
back.
promise you,
with
Taysom
this
wouldn't be.
roster, oh yeah.
Promise you, Taysom wouldn't begin the starting job.
Nah, you full
If
of
he
that.
won the Super Bowl,
Sean Payton knows he is shit at
if
QB.
he won the Super Bowl,
If you
come
won
on
the
now,
Super Bowl,
stop
you
it.
gotta stop me, man.
Yes.
You know how badly, you know how I can nullify what you just said, because of
Bro,
how
I
many
don't even like
times,
Taysom Hill, but come on,
how
bro.
many times Taysom Hill, is being used in Jameis Winston snaps, because Sean Payton was literally ramping up the possessions.
Fuck
If I'm
no,
being
he
honest,
wasn't. He was
yeah, he
getting
was.
more. No, he wasn't. He was
Yes, he
getting
was.
more.
He was getting more QB
reps
snaps.
when Drew Brees was QB.
No, this season he was getting
No,
more
he wasn't.
QB reps as the game progressed. Why you think people were
No.
kept complaining?
Because Sean didn't trust Jameis, but he had to slow down on Taysom when he got that concussion. That's the only reason why it stopped. Only
Do you
reason why.
say Sean didn't trust Jameis?
Yes,
Is that what you
Look
said?
at
that was
his
obvious.
passing.
That
Like
was clearly obvious.
Who the fuck was he passing to?
it don't matter. He still
His
did it.
first string receiver is a undrafted fucking free agent. No shit.
At least he ain't
It
saying
don't matter.
throwing
Okay,
any cuts, man.
you can stop that right there because the
No
Seahawks
doubt.
game he was throwing to everybody.
Yeah.
It was accurate passes.
Exactly, and that's an indictment of Jameis, not the damn goofy ass receivers.
Oh, well, I guess you have a point on that one. But with the
You know,
Guardians,
Jameis was. You know, the only reason why we even have have a chance at making the playoffs is because of Jameis. If you put Taysom Hill in those, we're not winning any of those games.
no,
Jameis.
stop
Green Bay
that, man.
destroying us, man. Like
Cut
I know
that.
Are we
Travis don't
winning
hear
the
that,
Green
but
Bay game?
That's
with
Green Bay
Are we
destroying
winning
us,
the
man.
Green Bay
No, he's
game
not.
with Taysom Hill?
No, he's not. No, he's
I
not. The
ain't
whole
gonna say
team
we
was
gonna
on
get
fire.
destroyed in all of them, but we would be below 500. That's not
Hey,
loud.
thank
We
you.
would not
Thank
be
you.
below 500.
Thank you. We would easily be below
Bro,
500.
No.
Bro, we played the
Are you smoking
the
joint?
Packers, the
We
Patriots.
played the Patriots.
Them good
You
teams.
think he has any chance of beating them? Taysom Hill.
Of course, he's played. Oh, y'all gotta chill.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, Lord have mercy when I hear this foolishness coming out your mouth.
You know what's crazy?
Foolishness.
Foolishness.
You know
Taysom
what's
Hill has only
crazy?
beat one good
He's
team
not
So-
as a
winning.
starter.
Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey, I got a question. I got a quick question for everybody. How we go from? I said, y'all got anything left to say before I end the podcast? We go back to the Taysom Hill, Taysom Hill shit again. I'm like, well, okay, and then we start talking about alrighty. So any last words for real though before we end the podcast? Oh yeah, so Taysom Hill ain't in the corner, and we go back into the same conversation every time. like literally, let's see, it's 2:55 a.m. over here. I can probably fall asleep in my chair like this. And I can wake up in the next morning and y'all be talking about the Taysom Hill. What the fuck are you smoking? God damn it. What the hell are you smoking? I'll wake up and be like, there's like 10 people in the chat still watching.
This what's gonna happen, Hoodie. Creation and Kamara gonna keep arguing with me about Taysom. Then I'm gonna throw in Marquez Callaway. Then we're gonna start arguing
about him again.
And then we're gonna go back and forth. But look, man, it's Taysom time tomorrow, okay? I got him making over 20 passes. 20 passes. He's done it before.
You talking
so I
about
don't know what you're
completions
laughing about.
or
Yeah, completions, of course, yeah.
Completions.
Excuse me. Completions and passes. Over 20 passes. Peasants.
Oh,
wait, you say he going 100%?
or completions? Which one is he on?
No. He's making more. No, quite hell no. Not yet.
Oh,
Not
I
with
was
that
about to
finger.
say, like, what?
No.
You think?
I was about to say.
So you think he can make 20 completions?
He's made 20 completions before. What you talking about?
Guess what?
He can
Nah,
make
I ain't
20
guessing nothing
completions.
with
It
them
depends on the
Blueprints you trying to
attempt.
sell to
If
me.
you don't
It
get
depends
nothing
on the
over
damn
30
round.
attempts, he ain't doing it.
I ain't guessing nothing.
Yeah, but out of how many attempts though? Like it's different
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
Probably
he
like
had
38.
60 attempts and he completed 20
38
passes.
attempts.
Like, of course.
38
Taysom
attempts.
Hill could probably do that. It depends on how many times he throw it to command.
My thing is he needs more games though. 7 games, not a lot. especially when you starting.
It's a good
in the
enough
first of
sample
the season.
size, bro.
You know why he's only
Like,
got
it's not
7
enough to
games?
determine if he a franchise quarterback, but it's enough to determine if
Yeah,
he
it is.
good.
You know why? Because he's Buki.
Hell no!
All
You
them
just
games.
said that Callaway suck. Oh, and I'm sorry, I ain't going to start.
Callaway is better
cause
than
we'll be
Taysom
here
Hill.
all night, man.
Callaway is better at his position than Taysom Hill is at QB.
I agree.
So
That's not
I don't know
even.
if
That's
Tyrese
not
did,
even the
but I
same.
agree.
So that's
Not
not.
even the same stratosphere.
So hey, Jube and Kamara, y'all don't think that Callaway is a better third string receiver than Taysom Hill is a first string QB?
I do.
I think he does. I think Callaway's better.
Easily. Thank you. It's not.
All right, I disagree. You know.
Yeah, I bet you do.
No,
I bet
like
you agree too.
no. This would be my question. I mean, this would be the only question I have for Tyrese though. It's like, so this would be my question for you. Besides Taysom Hill athleticism, especially running the ball with the QB options, running out the pocket, and stuff like that. What else can you actually say that Tyrese is good at when he's at the QB position? And like I said, I can't say his passing because you even said before his passes downfield look like a point, and you agree with me on that. So I mean, what else can you really say that he's productive on besides running?
I just say the short and the intermediate, like the short
But he's
being the
inaccurate,
5 to
though.
15, and the intermediate being like the
Dude, I see him
20
throw.
to 40.
I see
So,
him throw them short.
but then don't forget you did say that with his mess up finger, some of the passes are inaccurate, right? Because you need that
Yeah.
middle finger to grip it, right? So why the fuck are you drawing about it? Why don't you just run?
Yeah,
Ask
exactly.
Sean
You know what I'm
Payton.
saying? What's the point of
Like-
that's what I'm saying? Why are y'all calling these plays? Just run the damn ball. I don't give a fuck. They know he's got a broken finger. Why throw the ball? It's gonna most likely get hit every time he
Exactly.
throws the ball because of the accuracy. Why not just run the ball? I think God of creation. Me and King Kamara be like, you know what? I think the rest of the season we got a good chance to go into the Super Bowl with Taysom Hill if he only ran the ball all day long, and because nobody can stop it. But when you're trying to pass the ball with a broken finger, I don't have no shot in us doing that.
Right.
Just because of the accuracy. You even said it. You said the accuracy bad,
bro. Oh my god.
And
It's just hurt.
Going to the playoffs with this team will be a miracle anyway.
And why is that?
We did, and then guess what? Then Sean Payton should be coach of the year.
Well, he should be coach of the year regardless because he's the only person that's had all these trials and damn tribulations we've had to go through. Name another team that had to play like all these games away from their home because of the disaster. Also check up on their family. Also deal with COVID. Have their number one QB go out for the rest of the season. I also had to deal with no number one receiver, and had to find ways to win. We literally had to the
Ravens, low-key.
We literally had to create ways to win. Like Jesus walked on water. That's literally where we had to get our wins from. Was just magically created. Like we've had zero recipes for winning, besides our first 5
early
games.
on we did. Yeah.
Yeah, early on we done. But besides those games, we had no recipe for winning consistently.
James was a great game manager, man.
Oh, let's not disrespect.
That's not disrespect. He was
He
doing
ain't no
his job.
game manager. We gonna stop talking.
What was he doing, bro? Come on, man. Look, I like James, but come on, man.
Listening to Sean Payton, that's what the hell he was doing.
Wait, what happened to your audio?
He played with a lead for most of his games, besides the Giants one.
He listened to his coach. That's what he was doing. I'm sorry his coach doesn't suck him off and be like,
that's what I'm saying. He was game manager. Nothing wrong with that. He had no receivers, so
it's not a fact that it's not because he wanted to or because of skill set.
I'm not saying he wanted to, but I mean, nothing's wrong with being a game manager. Like,
yes, there is. Game managers are fucking you're not good if you're a game manager.
Well, Teddy Bridgewater. Well, I think you're.
Mac Jones not good.
Fuck.
Drew Brees not good.
Drew
Brees is a game manager.
Drew Brees
not for most of his career, but last year in
Drew
2019, he was a game manager.
Slow people open.
Not
isn't gonna slow people open.
So game managers are just bad quarterbacks in general.
Game manager is somebody that do all what's on this list, and we can find a way to win.
That don't mean you bad. That just means you doing your job.
Exactly. I don't fuck doing your job. If you're my quarterback, fuck being only able to do your job. I want you to do above and beyond. You're supposed to do. You're the damn leader. You're supposed to be out there break dancing, trying to break 8 tackles to get a first down. Like, you gotta do this impossible.
Jameis could do that, but he didn't have enough weapons for all that, bro. You just had to do what you had to do.
No, it was not that. It was not the weapons because he could have made Callaway look like a damn demigod, but for some reason, Sean Payton, dumbass, never got the damn single back formation. He never wanted to do gun with Jameis.
What?
I don't know if we've been watching the same games, bro. But we did a lot of gun for a minute.
No, the fuck we didn't do a lot of gun. No, we did not do a lot of gun.
What?
I think the Washington football game, he had a lot of gun formation because of the Hail Mary plays and screen passes to Kamara and shit. Like, they did have a lot of gun formations with Jameis, especially in that Washington game, I remember for facts.
Yeah, but most of his plays were under center. That's why. Why do you think? Okay, if that was the case, if you
but don't forget when he does play on the center and he does like the play action plays, those worked a lot too with the play action plays and then a deep ball downfield to Deontay Harris and stuff. That's why he probably played on the center a lot because remember, I think they said, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they say like Jameis Winston is like one of the top like 3 or 5 quarterbacks in the league that has the best play action rate? Like when he does play action, he's really good down the field. So maybe that's why he played on the center a lot because you're not gonna play action through the gun good. Now if you in the formation you were saying how you just right underneath the center you can take the hand off.
That's why you play gun.
So I'm saying you can play action, but they're not gonna bite on as much as if you're in the I formation.
But what I'm saying is you play gun because he has a damn rocket. That's why you play gun.
Yeah, you can play gun too.
That's why you
like that.
But I'm saying the play action, I think people bite on the play action if you're in the I formation a little bit better.
No.
Because it looks like you're about to run the shit.
That scheme was better for our personnel.
No, I will agree with you on that. Yes. Well, it was way better
to do what Sean had us doing because of personnel and
there's no reason for running a gunslinger type offense with no weapons that can get separation. That doesn't make sense.
Right, but by what y'all telling me, Callaway's the damn next thing since Holy Sliced Bread.
No, he did not. We did not say
that.
So he should be getting open and shit. You remember Callaway's been eating ass in these teams and be getting 100 yards on everybody and all this other BS. He should be.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah, for real, man.
He should have been fine.
I mean,
but it's okay though.
Teaching you this lesson, old man.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. At the end of the day, it's your thoughts. It's his thoughts. It's his thoughts. It's my thoughts. We're all Saints fans. We're all gonna cheer for our team to win, no matter what. So
I'm cheering for them to lose right now. We need them.
Well, I know everybody wants to.
Not me.
I know saying. Not saying they do have people that do want to lose. Remember, I said I wanted us to lose a few weeks ago. Remember, I said if we lost to. I said if we lost to the Cowboys and get like out these losing streak, and we can't snap our losing streak against the Cowboys. I think we should just try to lose it now and just be done with it and get us a high draft pick in the top 10. But we didn't, so I said let's do whatever we can to make it to the playoffs. Whatever. I mean, shit. If you make it to the playoffs, you make it. If you don't, you don't.
I got a question though, like. Why do because it seems like all 3 of y'all want to see us in the playoffs. Why do y'all want to see us in the playoffs when y'all know damn well we ain't gonna do shit?
You want them to get playoff experience.
We know for a fact we're gonna be like, yeah, playoffs, and then we're gonna be like, oh fuck, we're gonna be looking stupid.
You want your young players to get playoff experience.
And then guess what? We're gonna have to deal with. Oh my God, Saints are shit, man. All they do is just know how to get to the playoffs and get their ass bounced every year.
Well, that's just the mainstream media. I mean, everybody knows this team isn't really a playoff team, honestly. So Even if they make it, that would be a miracle, like what Tyree said.
It's not going to do what? Okay, what does it do for us? Does it help our
It
team?
gets the young players playoff experience. Like, how
No,
else I gotta
fuck
say
their
that?
playoff experience, man.
Hey, all I gotta say about that, like, I understand where y'all going with like the playoff experience. But the only good thing, and the only thing that I can tell God creation about the Callaway experience, for being an undrafted player and athlete in your second season, and the athlete having to be the number one, at least you know that if he can get you 600 yards right now with the QB we have and 6 TDs right now, what he's doing, what do you think he can do next year when you got people around him and a better quarterback, and your whole team's healthy? Then
We'll
let's say
see.
Thomas does go down again, right? Let's say Thomas goes down for 2
Man,
games,
if
not the
Thomas
whole
goes
season, but 2
down, I'm
games.
fighting his ass.
No, listen, if he goes down for like 1 or 2 games and then, he'll be back, he just hurt his shoulder or whatever, he's coming back. Well, at least Callaway can step up and give you something because he showed you he got 600 yards and 6 touchdowns with a
And
bad
whoever the wide
QB.
receiver 2 will step up as well.
So, I mean, that's how I see it, though.
Logically, he should be when next year rolls around and Michael Thomas, gets his throne back, then logically, Callaway should just be feasting off the idiots he's going to be going against.
Well, you said Michael Gallup better than him, and he's not really feasting. So I mean,
he is feasting. He has less receptions.
He got 5 less touchdowns and like
he has
I don't even know how
30.
many
He has 30 less receptions. Like what? That's not an argument.
Nah, it definitely is an argument.
No, it's not. Saying he has because you saying he has more yards than Gallup. No shit, he has more touches than Gallup. That's a common.
I don't know how many targets Gallup has, so I mean, like, I can't really say that.
Gallup has like 30.
30 targets.
Or not 30
Nah,
targets,
that can't be true because he got like 30 receptions.
Yeah. And Callaway has 50 plus. So, he literally has 20 more receptions than him. So, you can't front and be like, whoa, Callaway's doing better than him. Callaway has more.
Nah, I never said he was. I just said you said Callaway's numbers weren't good, and you said Michael Gallup is a good wide receiver number 3, and he's not putting up the same numbers Callaway is.
And I just explained why he's not.
I know, but I'm just saying, man.
So if you know, then what's the argument? If I just debunk your argument.
Oh no, yeah. Stop it. First of all, I can't even hear you.
Yeah, I didn't even know what he said.
Callaway has had more opportunities than him, so having more yards is just common sense.
When Gallup was the wide receiver 1, he put up similar stats that Quez did in the Bucks game. Nah, they were like similar stats.
No, he put up better. Because he also went against harder competition. When Quest had those amazing games, he went against shitty bully-ass secondaries. We have yet to see him go against like a secondary like that's at least decent. He's done that to. If he did that to a decent secondary, like say he did that to the Bills, then we could be like, damn, the fuck.
I mean, he went up against Jair 1v1.
And what happened?
He didn't do much, but the offense was playing with a short field the whole game. So I mean, like, you can't really expect him to do much.
You know who did do something bad? You know who did do something?
What?
That game? Deontay.
He had like 1 catch that game. Well, besides the big bomb. He had 2 catches that game.
1
2.
catch.
Right?
I mean, hey, but he did do good and get some good corners, and I think you'll be getting the game.
Yeah.
The Patriots, who's got a great defense, great DBs.
You said what?
You remember the Patriots game?
Yeah.
He had He had 4
Yeah, he
catches for
snagged
like
that one
45
touchdown.
yards and a touchdown, and he snagged that
You said
shit
4
down.
catches and 45. Yeah,
40 something yards and a TD. He did good against the
yeah.
Patriots.
I think that's more of a consequence to being like it's like damn, you know, we can't like. It was like, well, they got my like. Well, it would have been different if it would be like, oh man, you know, we expect for any of them to do something, but they weren't. Coach wasn't expecting none. The players weren't expecting no damn Callaway or whatever to do something. So they were like, man,
Why
I
they
don't
put
give
their
a
number
fuck
one
about
on him?
Callaway.
Now it makes sense because each coach has a game plan.
Exactly.
Okay, but what is okay? That don't mean shit.
Yeah, it do.
Bucks have a
Game
game
plan.
plan.
They put their
Bucks have a
number
game
one on
plan.
Callaway.
Bucks have a game plan every time they come against us and get fucked in the ass. So
Not in the playoffs.
okay, yeah, cool. When our whole we literally our QB had to be fucking on his deathbed for us to lose that game.
Bro said deadbed.
He ain't
Literally,
lying.
dude, whole body was in like in another universe.
Wait, what are you talking about again?
I'm talking about
Drew
Drew Brees' 12 cracked ribs he had. Like
And a
no
punctured
shit.
lung. And a
And
broken foot.
right. And he was and then he had to play with Jared Cook bum ass. Like yeah, like no doubt we lost that game. And then Michael
And
Thomas
Devin
was
White
playing
injured
on.
Deontay Harris mid-game.
Well, fuck all that, because you know. And then Michael Thomas, he was hurt, so it was not like he did any fucking thing. He just stood there for 60 minutes, just looking cute.
Traquan played good, though.
Yeah, I know. A young god, Traquan. Yeah, the fucking
What now?
a young god, the
I
damn
don't know about that.
the idiot himself. Dude's a
Oh,
moron.
you clowning Traquan now?
Dude, Traquan's always been a dumbass. He can really get out of my sight. He's actually supposed to be a second, like, kind of person.
Yeah.
And he,
Hey, I did my math, y'all. Hey, just to let you know, I did do some math. So I took Callaway's receiving yards. So, you know, he's got 600. So I took 100 away because, you know, that's one game. And we in week 17, right? Going into week 17. So I did 15 games, which is actually 15 games he played, and divided it up by the 500 yards that he would have instead of 600 from that one game. And that averaged around 31 yards per game. So they get 31 yards a game. That means you're getting at least 2-3 catches a game, just about. And that's not bad for my boy that's an undrafted player with, like I said, a bum quarterback.
Who's grown since he got in the league. He was really just used as a blocker and then worked on his game ever since.
I'm just messing with Tyrese, though. But
he wouldn't even have, like, the sad part is he wouldn't even have these yards if he had Taysom throwing it to him. Everybody looks shit. Besides, the only person that doesn't look shit when Taysom is throwing to them is Michael Thomas, and you know we know why that.
Stop that bullshit. You just
that's the only person
right now.
He's not lying. Emmanuel Sanders had to catch them.
Like Taysom even made Kamara look like shit because he was throwing them ducks.
I ain't about
So
to get into it. Maybe another stream.
Yeah, we were supposed to then leave the stream.
Like I told y'all, we're going to the cycle.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. We go in circles, you know, and then we talk about the same shit. But it's okay, y'all. So, with that being said, y'all, we're gonna end it, you know, because it's getting late. We gotta get ready for the Saints game tomorrow and everything.
Yes, sir.
So all we can say tonight is who that. Let's get the victory tomorrow. Unlike God of Creation, he said he wants the L, so he wants the L. So let him get the L. But with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna be cheering for him because I will be in the dome cheering my team on, you know. So who that to everybody, and also Tyrese, King Kamara, Saints 01, and God of Creation. Thank y'all for coming on the show and being on here. We went over about 3 hours. We had a bunch of people in the chat all night long. So who that to everybody, and I'll be back live most likely tomorrow night, you know, with the recap, and we'll have another podcast, basically literally another round table just like this, where we can go over our thoughts of the game and shit too. So. Who dat to everybody, and good
Do
night.
that, man. Taste
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, get ready for an entertainment explosion. Get ready for an avalanche of awesomeness. Get ready to go live with your boy. Here he is, Hoodie Jube. And make sure to hit the subscribe button for your chance to win tickets to a live New Orleans Saints football game.